Hey, it's Anthony Cumia. Please enjoy the following complimentary episode of my show, The Anthony Cumia Show, with Dave Landau. And if you enjoy this episode, join us live every ding-dong Monday through Thursday by subscribing at compoundmedia.com. Use the code COMPOUND20 and you'll get 20% off. We'll see you there! I remember during the July 4th celebrations this year, that was 5 years since I was fired. And then that quickly we got up and running on the air. So it was about a month.
What made you do it?
It's like, I think it's like asking a guy on a sinking ship, why'd you get into the lifeboat?
Right.
It was pretty much one of those deals. There was just no other real option. When you're damaged goods in the broadcast industry, you either sit on the beach, they call it, and wait it out, or you get up and try to fucking do something. And, myself and, of course, Keith with some good ideas, some bad ideas, some trial and error, this and that. It was, that first year was just insane. Trying to figure out how to get this shit out to the people on the phone on Keith's boat with some guy that initially did the website and this, and that was a debacle. There, just a lot of shit that
Brought
you
him out
learned
on the boat
along the way. Well, we never even met him face to face. He was another state. He was a fan of the show previously, but that's kind of how things had to go because, we didn't know anything, and it's a pretty new industry doing. Not so much just a podcast, but a video show. Yeah. We wanted to do a video show right from the start. I didn't want to start out. Yeah, there I am with my pajamas on, my pajama bottoms on, doing the show from my basement. Yeah. And we
Which I appreciated when you actually did put pants on.
Yeah, I think I should put pants on. The underwear was a little much.
I thought so.
Put on some nice Dockers.
Yeah. This was Keith's view from where he would sit. It's a very small studio I have in my house.
I feel like you should have recorded face first.
Yeah, no, we did. That was another mistake. This was the angle of the camera.
Very odd.
Trying something new. Just trying something new there. I had monitors all over the place, and it was just, it was very stressful, very new, very, I wasn't quite sure what we were doing.
Was that just a weird flash of just then? Did you see that?
It was my desktop.
Oh.
Oh, right. Yeah. And then we had Garrett came on board, and he was sitting out front, and it was just, it was craziness. We do shit from the backyard. And we do shit from the table by the bar area down in the basement.
It was just you guys and Allie, right? And that was the team.
I don't even think Allie was on board at that time.
Yeah, no, it was just...
when it started, it was literally myself and Keith.
Right,
yeah.
And then Missy would run some buttons if we were outside. Right. And then that's when we reached out to John's cousin when they had come to the house and everything, and then they put out the Craigslist ad, and that's how we got Rat.
And that's how we got Rat.
Through a Craigslist ad.
Yeah.
And he blew us all.
Yeah.
It was like
urinated on everyone.
And then
Gay Jew would like to, yeah.
And then we reached out to Garrett. And,
yeah.
Garrett came, saw what we did, liked it, and said, all right, I'm going to go put my notice in. And it was supposed to be like 2 weeks, and then you get it like one day.
And I just said, I'm not coming back.
Well, Jay Thomas didn't put his notice in. Oh, wait, he died.
Oh, that's true.
Oops. Oh, come on. He'd like a joke like that if he was alive. So it started out like that. Initially, it was literally myself and Keith. I used to do these shows live from the compound from my basement, and I would run everything. I had the sound mixing board in front of me. I had the video mixing board in front of me, monitors, sound effect machines.
Were you ever that guy, though?
What do you mean?
You never ran a board, did you?
Oh, no.
I didn't think you did. Okay.
No, I just knew, I knew what I needed to run.
Yeah, you were kind of just the entertainment, and there were other people operating all those years.
Yeah,
for you.
all those years.
Yeah.
And then it was me not only doing the show, but running the equipment.
Right.
It was the most insane fucking thing because I'm running the video switcher and clips. I would have to get clips and put them all into the TriCaster like these guys do now and links and things like that. And then talk about it and go, oh, wait, I think I got that here. Where is that? Oh, yeah, here it is. Check this out. It was kind of weird.
It makes sense why you switch back to paper. You're like, it's just way fucking easier.
I like paper.
Yeah.
That's what I like. And then it's funny because when I initially started, I was pulling clips and still loading them into the TriCaster for these guys. And then one day I thought, hey, why don't I just send them the links and they could put it in? And Garrett got a good laugh out of that, he figured that out. Yeah, he's not doing that. I'm like, what? I'm busy. I got shit to do. Yeah. But it was a very fluid growth of Compound Media over the years. We try a few things. Some things obviously didn't work. Show-wise, we've been very lucky. We only had a couple that were really bad experiences for everybody.
I don't recall.
Exactly. No one does. And then everyone else has been just great. We have so much fun with everybody here, whether we're doing the shows or going out. I did a gig Saturday night over there in where the hell was that? Belmore, Long Island. And Pat shows up. Pat Dixon shows up. So just hanging out, and then we did that other thing. We all went to karaoke after his gig down at West Side. So yeah, we get along here. It's fun as fuck. And as more time goes by, I realize how insane media is getting, and how that fucking jackboot is on everybody's throat when they only want to speak honestly and say shit, whether it's talk or comedy or whatever. And more and more of these places are just going away, and these shows and these personalities are on social media. They're getting thrown off. And we keep expanding and trying to bring more shows and people on board and keep that open, say whatever the fuck you want kind of an atmosphere here. And it's a commodity these days, believe me.
Well, it's rare. I mean, people are the product of their company.
Yeah,
Just look at like AC Slater or whatever his name is. He's fucked for having an opinion, which I get it. Like
toenail fungus.
Yeah. I realize if you're working for Extra, you should just take the softball job and not have real opinions.
You can't.
But you just shouldn't.
That's something I don't think people realize. I think people don't like to feel like they are not empowered and they can't have their own opinion. So if you got a job with Entertainment Tonight or any one of those shows, network TV, you forfeit your right to speak openly.
Yeah, you do.
I hate that that's the way it is, but you got to know you're going to fucking catch shit.
Well, yeah, you're a product of that company. I mean, they kind of own you, which is a bizarre way to put it, but that's how it is now.
They fucking own you.
They're not hiring the wild personality. They're hiring the tame guy who's going to talk about, Brad Pitt or whatever.
Talk about what they want you to talk about and not make waves. And if you do make waves, oh boy, you could be in a lot of trouble.
I'll tell you what, most people, I'm going to say this like to laugh. This weekend, I was at, boy, that sounded bad with all the tragedy. But no, I was doing Huntington Park in Saginaw with nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Show.
Oh, yeah.
Very urban, like a Def Jam crowd, mixed with Compound Media crowd.
That's hilarious.
And it's like, dude, people just think funny's fucking funny.
Yeah.
That's what I love to see.
Everyone gets along.
And most people's opinions very much the same.
Yeah.
When you talk to them, it's an interesting thing, but it was just cool because the guy's like, I want to take you on tour, man. It's fucking amazing because it's like I'm just doing something different than them.
Of course,
you know?
yeah.
And it was just exciting to kind of do a different element of it where I just thought it was really cool because it was sort of a test of how divided we are as a country. We're really not. That's just
when you go
shoved
out
down our throats,
Yeah, when you go out amongst people, for the most part, people are cool. They like you said, they want to laugh at the same shit. We all have the same kind of things we want and need and whatever. And then you turn on mass media. Oh my God, it's a catastrophe. It's just a fucking catastrophe.
It's convincing everybody to be divided, and it's pointing the target on certain people.
They're doing a good job, I got to tell you.
Fucking job.
This weekend with those two shootings,
Tragic.
Holy fuckaroni. It just blew up. Everybody is discussing it and trying to get their point across, using it to further a political agenda, using it to try to undermine a candidate, using it to, like, it's all being used, and no one's really talking about it. Now the big issue is guns and mental health. They're dragging video games back in to it.
I mean, who knows at this point?
Yeah.
It sucks a lot. You know, one guy went to kill his sister. Another one, I know one was, but it's so fucking stupid to politicize it. It's not. It's not Trump's fault as much as it isn't Elizabeth Warren's fault either that he was on her side.
Yeah, the one guy was a fan of hers or would have voted for her. He said.
It's just kind of stupid to jump onto politics and start calling the president a white nationalist, and it's all just so. It's like you don't give a fuck about the people.
Yeah.
And the instant reaction is to just win votes, and it's fucking.
That's what
disgusting.
It is. You can't look. First of all, any of the candidates against Trump that are getting in front of the TV cameras, starting to talk about this white nationalism, the president's a racist, his words have incited violence. You could take everything they say and throw it in the fucking garbage. It means nothing. All they want to do, all they've done for 3 years now, is try to get him thrown out of office. Now, with the last year coming up before the election, they're gearing up to say anything they can to try to discredit him to the point where less people will vote for him. So their whole agenda is blatantly obvious and right out in front of them.
Right.
They don't want him to be president. One of these Democrats wants to be the president. So they're not going to be honest about what they say. No. They're going to lie about everything. Trump came out and said he is very sorry, or thoughts and prayers to the family. Everything that every politician says. He said it. And then he said, yes, white nationalism has to be eliminated. We can't have this. We can't have hate. We can't. And then I'm reading tweets going, he hasn't denounced. And it's like, it wasn't good enough. That's never good enough.
Immigration and racism are two different things, and the reality is too is on the border, the guy was a piece of shit. He was a racist piece of shit. Went to shoot people. He was out of his fucking mind.
Crazy guy.
And then in Dayton, the dude wanted to kill his sister, which is just tragic. Like, it's hard to even look at these things because they are happening so frequently.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Neil deGrasse Tyson tweeted other statistics that kill people. Everybody wanted him to fucking
Everyone got angry at Neil deGrasse Tyson. Dude, he's a numbers guy. Shut up.
Nobody wants a real conversation, and I mean, I think a lot of people will only be affected when it hits home, and it's getting closer and closer. But what is it's such a hard debate, and as somebody who doesn't know a lot about guns, I don't even know where to start.
It's first of all, it's very difficult to do anything as far as gun laws.
We can't decide on what fucking straws to use. We're gonna fix gun laws.
It's very hard to decide what to do as far as gun laws go when a lot of people don't even think that's the issue.
Right.
You could look back in history and see that guns were much more open and in the public. There are pictures you could pop up of high school shooting teams where kids would come to school with their rifle.
They still do.
Unfortunately, they still do. Go into the basement of the school where there was a range and shoot and take it home. Hunting. Even when I was going to school, especially in California at the time, some of the students had pickup trucks.
Yeah.
And there was a gun rack in the pickup truck.
We even had those,
with rifles in it, and you just lock your car, and the rifle. The fucking FBI and SWAT would be down there now. So it's not like guns all of a sudden were invented a few years back.
Right.
There is a problem going on. I think it's a mental health problem. I think it's a pharmaceutical problem, but I also think it's not so much a psyop. I think there's psyops going on. False flag operations.
Frogs with shotguns. Gayest frogs.
I think in order to put an agenda across, we have fucked up so many people's minds that were tilting toward crazy anyway. Yeah. If you tell just a fuckload of people, millions upon millions of people in this country, that they are the problem, that white men, straight white men, are just the biggest detriment to society. And they're constantly being shown that in TV shows, commercials, everything. And then
they're also hiding the reports of people who aren't white when they do the shit.
Yeah, because they won't show that.
And it's and then when you say it, everybody just hears like, look at white. We got our rights, you know what I mean? Like you can't say it without sounding like an asshole.
But then people say to me that just saying this is this white supremacist thing. No, I'm saying what I think I'm seeing here. You get people, they hear that over and over again. Then they say shit like we will not be replaced. They read The Great Replacement and they start talking about they don't want Mexican immigrants or illegal immigrants or what have you, or anyone, Islamic people coming in and replacing their race or culture. So then people go, well, you're nuts. You're a conspiracy guy. It's this big conspiracy. And then you read articles one after another that say, well, and they're happy celebratory articles about, well, whites will be the minority in the United States by 30 years. Or, oh, look at this. The demographic is changing in this thing. Whites no longer the majority. And then they wonder when an occasional white young man goes fucking nuts and starts shooting people.
Let me guess. I am on Compound Media.
You should have fully shaved your head for this conversation.
Jimmy Norton.
Yes. Hi, buddy.
See this? It means not welcome.
Yes, I know. I understand. Well, I'm happy.
No, but you're right.
I'm just talking about certain things that can get people so agitated and nuts that if they're predisposed to being crazy, it could put them over the edge.
That is true, but it's almost too like this root cause argument. Like whenever you hear about when they attacked on 9/11.
Yeah.
And people were like, well, why did they do it? It's like, who cares why they did it? It's fucking gross that they did it. I don't care why. I don't want to hear a root cause. I don't want to hear that they were incited to do it.
Yeah.
They did it. That's it.
It's very hard to push forth this theory that white men in this country are oppressed or for some reason being the victim. Yeah. I understand that. It's very difficult to do that based on history. But you can't just discount that as not happening when you do read a lot of left-wing media saying shit that is villainizing the straight white guy. Every TV show, commercials, he's the dumb, goofy guy.
Yeah.
And they got the black accountant saying what dumb fucking Jerry's got to do to, have his savings last another week.
I know. I mean, the commercials are annoying. Probably not as bad as drinking out of a shitty water fountain, but I'll take the commercials. The commercials are slightly annoying. You know what? We lost that battle. It's okay.
Right.
It's okay. It's fine. It doesn't bother. It used to drive me crazy. It's only a language thing. Like, you don't want to get in trouble for saying shit that somebody else can say.
Right.
And that's all. Like, most white guys who are mad at that, it's not that I think that black people are, they're coddled in the judicial system. I mean, they get fucked and go to jail a lot easier than probably white defendants with similar.
Oh, for sure.
But it's about just people who talk for a living, getting in trouble for saying shit is why we harp on it, because it drives you crazy.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Yeah.
It's all the language.
I do think, though, that that they're putting too much on things like the nationalist rhetoric and stuff. They say Trump is inciting violence through his white nationalist rhetoric. And it's like, well, are his words inciting anything? Or there's a reason there's a rhetoric. Like, you can't just fling the borders open and use that as an excuse to get more voters or just to make Trump look like a racist and then not think some fucking nuts are going to have a bad reaction.
I know, but that's almost like, remember when that Saudi piece of shit came and tried to give Giuliani a $10 million check after 9/11? And he goes, the United States should examine its foreign policy. And Giuliani went, fuck you, keep your check.
Right.
It's kind of the same thing. Like, you don't want to look at it and, like, saying that white nationalism, that behavior is inspired by people opening the borders is like saying that we deserved it on 9/11 because of our foreign policy.
Yeah.
But anybody with a cracked psyche is going to look for any excuse to be able to do something. And I mean, the media feeds that.
They sure do.
Both sides.
And now there's so much going on, and the gun issue always pops up. And
drives me. Are the mics off? The damn Jews.
No, right?
I'm sorry. All right, put the mics back on.
Oh, we're live.
Everyone's always blaming. That's all we do is blame. Everyone does it. We all do it.
Blame. No responsibility.
Let me just be honest. Everyone fucking hates each other.
Yeah.
Walk around New York. The Mexicans don't like the Dominicans. The fucking Jews don't like the black.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking gets along.
Black people aren't fans of gay.
No.
Gay people. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I think.
I'm not doing a wide brush thing. In general,
You know
there
why?
are many exceptions.
Because it's like black people don't a lot of times like religious jokes either. I think it's more of a religious thing.
Religious
Yeah.
thing? Yeah.
Black
Very
people are
much
more
so.
conservative.
Christian,
Yeah,
Baptist
religious.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a religious thing. I don't think Orthodox Jews are huge fans of the fucking gays either.
No, I don't think they are either. And neither are the Catholics.
No.
You know?
They just like
Obviously.
little boys, yeah.
Yeah. But I think,
ironic.
again, the
It's
guilty
like
white
over it.
Catholics are willing to, be like, okay, we'll allow the gay.
Oh, they should.
Do something.
You
And
want to go in there and say hello to God? What the fuck? Why not?
meanwhile, the fucking churches were full of these guys.
It's the greatest.
Hypocrisies.
No,
It's
still
It's
full.
silly.
Still full.
fucking.
It's still full.
Yeah.
I almost don't even knock priests. Like, you know what I mean? If you want to go, like, all right, look, if you get caught fucking kids, we're going to move you to a new city. I mean, that's not a big
Brand new
deterrent.
kids.
Yeah, it's like you join NAMBLA and you get room and board. I mean, it's not
Yeah,
really.
that's what they do.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Jimmy, thank you so much.
That is the reason I'm here. Happy anniversary.
5 years we've
Yeah.
been doing this here, Compound Media thing, and I'm very happy with it.
I got that dreaded call a little over 5 years ago. I was on a date. I told you I got the call. Oh, was that a rough one?
That
was rough.
I remember Bob Eatman, our agent.
It was the same energy now that he did then. Rest in peace, Bob.
Actually, more energetic.
I say that with great love.
But I was like, Bob, what's up? He goes, well, what's up? You're fired. They fired you. Like, so what? We have no recourse? No, they fired us. And I was like, oh, fuck, what do I do? This is terrible. So,
They really gave you no second chance in any way.
nothing. They didn't even fire me in person or anything. They sent me a fucking email
That's
and
nice.
fired me.
What did it say?
You're fired.
Oh, okay.
Fry, read my fax. No, I'm fired.
Did you get a gold watch?
It was nothing.
Black watch?
did.
Got the watch from fucking
Yeah, there you go.
right up the old keister.
Lucky dog.
Yeah, so I called, what's his name? Fucking the boss over there. He was
Scott.
Scott Greenstein.
Mr. Greenstein, I call it.
Mr. Greenstein. I called him up and said, yeah, I got your email. I'd kind of like to discuss this if we could. He was like, yeah, there's really nothing to discuss. This is it. And then he went to some upstairs thing. Oh, it comes from, some upstairs place. And that was that. And then it was like, oh, boy, now what? Because you know how it is in the entertainment business. When you get the boot for something racially heated, you're just fucking persona non grata anymore. Unless you're Don Imus. I'm sorry I did that. I apologize that I did that. It kissed fucking Sharpton's fat ass.
Yep. Didn't help.
No, it didn't help. He had to take a little sabbatical for a while.
Was he had 9 months, 8 months he was off?
Yeah. And then back on. But yeah, that was it was one of those things. And then just kind of sitting around wondering what the next move was. I was considering a lot of shit. I was gonna
Suicide?
not that extreme.
Oh, okay.
But I was thinking like, I'll just
That's
fucking.
what he did 5 years ago. This would be an even bigger celebration. The anniversary to all of us.
That's true. There's no cake here.
It'd somehow be world peace. I'm the one that's fucking it all up.
There was no shooting last weekend.
Yeah.
Everybody would just be happy. The Jews and Palestinians would be getting along. The butterfly effect.
Just because I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, the whole world cheered. Buildings shook. I kid, Ed. Go ahead. Where were you?
Thank you, Jimmy. I was like, I could just sell my house, and I'll move to like a better state some lower taxes, better gun laws. I can buy a lot of property, and then just fucking sit around, ride ATVs, shoot guns.
Did you panic?
Yeah, it was a panic moment.
Okay, yeah, you did. Yeah,
it was panicky because.
I'm not gonna lie, that doesn't sound that bad.
It still sounds great.
Yeah,
that's definitely my Alamo plan.
Yeah.
No, it was. I panicked because I didn't want to stop doing this. I wanted to keep fucking doing it. It's fun. It's a great outlet. It's I love doing this shit, and I didn't just want to stop doing it. So yeah, Keith came over. He's like, you got all that shit in the basement. To put on a show down there, see what happens. Maybe we could do a subscriber-based thing. So, like I said before, it was literally trial and error for forever. Still is in some aspects, You never quite get everything fucking in the right place at the right time. But we had some guy that threw a website together really quickly. We'd never met him. He was a fan of the show. On Keith's boat, we're talking to him on the phone and got it together and wanted to get up and running in a month. I wanted 1 fucking month. I didn't want to wait any longer than that. So, yeah, we got everything together, held together with bubble gum and baling wire kind of a thing, and started doing a show.
Yeah, it's amazing you did it in a month. You were up and running. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, because fans they'll go away.
Yeah,
they will go away if you give them enough time.
I held out hope you were coming back. A lot of people are like, "Why'd you stay?" Because I really wanted the show to continue. And I was always like, "I'll bring him back. He'll come back."
I know that. Obviously we fucking had such a pisser doing that show. It was hilarious.
I listened to your show every morning for years and years. 'Cause I was driving around the country doing comedy. I really didn't think you were going to not get brought back.
Yeah, that was,
very fucking insane.
Really fucked up.
Yeah,
I was just gone. They were like, well, that's it. We'll do this thing. And then that didn't work out. And,
It didn't work out. Oh, the show they tried after?
The
Jim, yeah. Oh, no.
Opie Radio.
Yeah, that one.
We both knew, though.
It's Jim Norton.
Yeah. And I wanted that. I never wanted anybody to think I was trying to replace Anthony or thought that I could fill his shoes, so I didn't want it. Probably would have called it Opie and Jimmy if
Wearing high heels, maybe.
I know. With little panties that show my buttocks. I can't fill his shoes. They're made for boys. But I was just it was an experiment, and they don't all work out.
It threw everyone into a lot of turmoil that we knew and
that was tense.
We worked with, and it really was just crazy. But I'm glad it worked out this way. It's amazing that 5 years and we're still fucking doing this.
You got your own thing. This is like yours. Like this is really yours.
Yeah, and it's it is weird because you think about what. And when I first started doing this, I don't know, I kind of got caught up in all the seriousness of brr, brr, brr. And I was trying to be very political, a little more so than just relax and have some fun kind of a thing. And I think it took, first, obviously, Artie coming in and, having some of the comics in, but then Artie being a co-host for a little while was try to get a serious thought past him.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Dave coming on board this past year. It's just been fucking awesome.
It's hard not to talk. Like when you have a mic and things happen in the world, like Lenny Bruce fell into that. Like we were just reading his court paper. Like it's hard not to. You got to be conscious of it and go, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Be funny. Like I have to tell myself that too. I'm talking sometimes. I'm like, I'm boring.
Yeah. I don't want to sit here. Like we all have opinions on, especially something like that happened over the weekend with the 2 shootings and everything. But yeah, you can't just sit here and pontificate. People will agree with you, and they won't agree with you, and that's it. And I don't think either of them.
Opinions are like assholes.
Exactly.
And I'd like fingers in my opinion.
You enjoy men's.
Did you see? By the way, they got a Fredericks of Hollywood. What year is this? Victoria's Secret model is a transgendered woman, the first one.
I saw she was
telling him.
Trust me, I know. Brazilian young lady. I saw and I was looking at some of the mentions, and one woman's like, "Well, they've lost my business." It's like, really, you cow?
Yeah. Right. I don't think you were. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't hire Lane Bryant, you dumb bitch. Fucking Victoria's Secret.
Some people think it's gross. I mean, I don't know what kind of fucking straight men these are, but if you don't want that lady's dick shoved in your face, you're not a man.
Dude, with technology.
The picture of
impressive.
He is a delight.
Yeah.
There's always something just a little, maybe the jaw's a little too strong or something.
Yeah.
You look at the picture and you're kind of like,
You seen her?
Yeah.
I want to see the picture. I haven't seen her.
You got,
Oh, yeah, I'd fuck her.
You wouldn't know if no one told you.
No.
Dude, nobody would look at her and know. She's I wouldn't know. There's a couple of photos of her on her Instagram that I see, like, oh, okay, there you might know. I had a trans girl told me once I had the eye.
Standing up.
You have the eye.
Standing up. Yeah, I had the eye. She meant the brown one.
eye.
Yes.
It needs to have a fill-in.
Is she still have a dick, or is she?
If she's a good girl, she does.
I would assume transgender, not something.
Yeah, that one's not as good.
That's a little.
That's not as good.
Dude-ish.
Yeah.
You know. Maybe a lot of that. Victoria's. She's working for a new outlet called Victor's Secret.
It's not really a secret.
No, it's
Victor.
Horribly kept
knows.
secret.
She looks like she's in a fucking metal band in the early 90s.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Sebastian Bach.
She has a do-rag and a bass guitar away from.
She's lovely.
Any more? Where's the skin to win? Let's see if she pulls off the real test, the bikini.
I wouldn't
pretty.
know. I'm not going to
very
lie.
pretty.
I would not
You
know.
would probably think that was a chick.
It's not like what.
Well, it is.
What's what?
It is a young lady.
What about the bikini pics?
Yeah. Do you have a bikini pic?
Bikini pic. It's Victoria's Secret.
I know,
like
for
a-
Pete's sake.
Lingerie.
You got 14-inch
Some
cock.
negligee. Just take it off your personal fucking photos.
Yeah, just get it off your phone, Drew.
Look at her smiling there on the. Look at her.
Okay. So,
Wonderful lady.
Oh, look.
Zoom in.
I think I see a little.
I
Which
don't
one
know
is
if
she?
I don't even
Is
know
she
which
in the
one
middle?
she is.
No, I think
That's her. On the next to the left, I
think
can
it's
see a little
left.
bulge. Next to the left. Next to the
between
end.
Two black chicks.
There's a little bit of there's testicles.
There seems to be something going on right about.
I hope so. What a lovely girl.
I see a little something going on there.
And she has the thing on the neck. A lot of girls will put things on their neck because it's a little bit of a
Gotta
self-conscious.
get rid of that Adam's apple thing. So.
Yeah, yeah, she's a lovely
geez,
girl.
she can't have a dick if that's a real picture, right?
Yeah. Oh no, you'd be surprised. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. You'd be surprised. What do you think that is? An under?
Is it tape though?
Yeah, this girl's that
That a
tape it.
tape?
Yeah, they tape it.
She's just Silence of the Lambs.
Looks so
Yeah, I've seen that in
uncomfortable.
Silence of the Lambs.
Just
He's doing the impression of the girl. And he's like,
give me back my dog.
I'm like, why even tape it back? I never understood that. It's like, just be
Just
you.
leave it there.
Just be you.
I think they're trying for an illusion, Jim.
You don't need the illusion. You have a dick, you goose. Enjoy. You're still a lovely, delightful young lady.
You have a dick, you goose.
You're still a wonderful girl. What the fuck you doing?
Yeah, just
Who cares?
Fucking lost in the basket. Yeah, okay.
I'd
Well,
fuck you too.
that's one of the very, very
Looks
passable.
wonderful. Yeah.
that's not gay if you have.
Isn't that odd that though that's in the same category as like Murray, who just plops a wig on his fucking head and wants to go out?
Well, it's weird.
Sorry.
Yeah, it is. I guess, unless you're a cross-dresser. There's a difference between a CD, a TV, and a T. I mean, I could talk all day with my dick in my hand.
Alphabet soup coming out of Jimmy there. He knows them all.
Well, did you see the guy who tried to dress as his daughter to get out of like a Brazilian?
This was great.
Greatest almost escape ever.
Oh,
It's fucking fantastic.
he looked like the makeup in White Girls.
yeah.
The Wayans brothers makeup in White Girls.
Should have just thrown a mop on his head and just went out
Yeah.
like, hello.
But it's hilarious. It was just kind of like.
They said he looked good, though, and it was only because he was acting nervous that they stopped him.
Yeah, because I had sunglasses on to cover up the weird eye. It was a full plastic mask. We'll get to that in a second. Rack that up because we got to go to the phones right now for a special guest. Hello, who is this?
Hi, Anthony. This is Wanda LaQuanda.
This voice sounds familiar.
That's correct. You will remember 5 years and a fortnight ago, I punched you on the street.
That was you, Wanda. Wow,
That's correct.
You looked a lot better back then. What happened? Your 5 years didn't seem to go as well.
They didn't. That's why I call you Opioid Anthony, because I am hooked on junk.
See what happened? You were in a nice black dress. You were tall, wearing heels. You had a nice figure to you. And now I don't even know what this is.
I'll tell you, my EBIT card ran out. My EBT is all maxed out, so I don't have money for nothing except needles. And I just wanted to wish you a happy 5th year anniversary and lots of love. And tell Jim I'll see him at the Mission tonight.
Thank you, Wanda LaQuanda.
Thank you, madam.
The older. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, you might remember that wonderful woman that I was snapping a picture, and she got angry with me.
Wouldn't you love to interview her
Oh, yeah. I would love
at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, if she's alive. Fentanyl is a thing.
I don't know. No, she seemed put together.
Was she?
when I saw
Yeah,
her. She wasn't like a mess.
She might drinking and probably was half remember. Oh yeah, I don't kind of remember.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
She has no idea what she has wrought.
Yeah, she just went on her way, on her merry way.
That was it. It was over. That's probably one of many instances she's gotten into some kind of shit on the street.
Or in the club. I'm sure guys were saying shitty things to her all night, and she snapped.
Yeah, she was just angry, and that was that. And so was I, as a matter of fact.
Yes, you were.
Angry. But
what are you doing to celebrate your anniversary?
Well,
I'd like a cup of coffee. Oh my God.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, look at that.
There's a cup of coffee. We have another guest on the phone.
Oh.
Which is great. Hello, is this indeed Jim Florentine?
Yeah, I would have been in studio, but you guys wouldn't pick up my car service.
Oh, cheap fucks. Jesus Christ, 5 years and we can't get his car service? Oh, my God.
What's up, Jim?
Well, look, I mean, you made it 5 years. Someone was saying the other day, it's like, I can't believe Anthony didn't get fired. I'm like, no, he's his own boss.
Yeah.
The cop ain't going to fire him.
It's very difficult to get fired. I'm not saying impossible, but it's very difficult to get fired from my own gig. So, I don't know. I think that happens after a company goes public, right? If a company goes public, they could literally throw you out. Because didn't Steve Jobs get fired from Apple for a while?
Yes, and also Papa John's, the guy from Papa John's.
Papa John, the pizza guy, drops an N-bomb.
Started investing.
That started our investing scheme. We would invest after a CEO says the N-word. The stock drops. You buy. The next day, they reprimand him. It goes back up.
So funny.
An investment well made.
It worked every time.
Oh, every time. Yeah. So where are you that you needed a car service?
No, I'm home, but I just said I'd make a call in. But it's good. I mean, it sounds like you're having a big celebration there. You know, Jim and Dave, they were just there last week on the show.
Yeah. Nothing has changed. See, consistency has kept us at 5 years.
Yeah, we did the 4-year, 51-week anniversary last week.
Yeah. We had this same anniversary celebration last week. It was called the Chip Chipperson Podcast.
Yeah,
That's true.
fucking Billy Batts had a better party when he got out of jail than this fucking shit party. And a better ending to it.
Yeah, Tommy Lee's had better pool parties.
Yeah.
I thought Voss was supposed to be there today.
Yeah, wasn't Voss supposed to come in?
Why isn't he? What's he doing?
I don't know. Is he?
Probably rubbing HGH on his fingers, hoping. Fucking turtle-handed idiot.
Learning to
He's got
pronounce
those
the
little-
letter S.
Those little fucking cocktail weenie fingers of his. Oh, God damn. Fucking Voss. I don't know. I saw. I guess Bonnie was going off about the whole weekend with the shooting and everything. So Rich had to, sit and listen to that maybe.
Oh, probably.
I don't know.
Hey, how's your tour going, man? Creeps with Kids. Have you guys started up yet or no?
No, October. We start like the second weekend of October.
Oh, okay. Where are you starting?
Reading, Pennsylvania.
Hey, dude, we wanted to do a screening of White Chicks. Would you come to that, White Chicks Incorporated?
Yeah, I'll wear a mask because it's fucking embarrassing, but
That's
I'll go.
not you guys made, right?
Not the one. We did the original White Chicks.
Yeah.
Okay.
White Chicks
It
Incorporated.
is that, without a doubt, probably in the top 3 worst movies of all time.
Wow.
It was bad. The party scene needed work. We showed that recently on the radio. It needed a little bit of work.
I might have to see a little of this.
Have you seen any of it?
No.
Oh, White Chicks. It was Jim, Artie Fletcher, me, our buddy Eric McMahon. Voss is in it. I play celebrity comedian Jim Norton.
Yeah, Otto and George is in it. Otto's got a little part in the movie.
Wow.
Do you think Voss was good?
No, he was terrible. I
Voss
can't
is
speak
awful
because
in
I was
this.
horrific too. But it was like it was our first movie. It was like 1996. The guy was cool, and there was hot chicks on the set every day. Artie Fletcher was banging the director halfway through the film. This woman, I was banging half the chicks there. So it was beautiful. So go whatever. We didn't pay attention.
It was
to the script.
beautiful.
I struck out horribly. There was one stripper who I had a couple scenes with. She was Russian. She was so fucking hot, and I literally just had nothing. No shot. I
Nothing.
wanted no part of me.
That is a shame.
Yep.
God damn it.
No part of me.
Fucking chicks.
Yeah, we should find that. So yeah, we would want you to come, Jim. We'd love you to be a part of that.
That'd be
Of course.
awesome.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I got a copy of it somewhere. I got it on DVD, but it's really bad.
Oh shit! They found some of it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of the party
Popped up
scene.
A little bit. The big
This
party.
I have seen.
The guy who financed the movie refinanced his house.
Hung himself?
And he wound up selling his house a year afterwards because it made nothing.
Shit. There's Jimmy.
There I am kissing a girl's stomach.
Is this his house?
Hey,
I don't remember,
house?
but it's outside. Oh, it's Eddie Gambino, Jim, Artie Fletcher. It's a really, really. It looks like it's in the middle of the like October. Remember how that was not over the summer.
No, yeah, it was
there's
late
leaves.
October.
yeah, look, the leaves are turning.
It's just really a terrible film. There's not a laugh to be had in this.
not a laugh.
Not a laugh to be had. The dirty pool. Jeff Parambi's in it. It's really there. You are. We're all on one side instead of shooting
God,
twice.
That pool is filthy.
It's a filthy pool.
Was the joke that you silly stringed a guy?
I guess that was the joke that they all had silly string, and the audiences were supposed to laugh.
What year was this made?
19.
Probably 97.
Yeah, it's got
96.
kind of a 90s, going for some 90s indie.
Yeah, the girls are kind of
Yeah,
dark.
just really everything about it is very, very bad.
Yeah.
And the guy who financed this movie decided to shoot it on 35 millimeter film, which is the dumbest thing ever. So that's why it cost him like $250,000.
I was gonna say so expensive.
Is that how much this
Especially
cost?
Within a year, he had to sell his house.
Jesus.
250,000.
He thought
Yeah.
he was filming Clerks or something, I guess.
Oh, but he wasn't.
Yeah, but Kevin Smith used black and white for the same reason. It was too
yeah,
fucking
it's just
expensive.
cheaper.
Yeah, there were so
was
many.
made at the
I
same
remember
time.
him when he finished editing. He's like, "Listen, I'm booking rooms for Sundance. I submitted to Sundance. So you make sure you're open that weekend. I want you to be there." I'm like, "It's not getting to Sundance." He goes, "I'm telling you."
Oh, shit. It's Sundance.
Why would he book? Why would he book rooms for Sundance?
Expecting it to be
Because he really thought the film was going to be in the festival. He wanted to make sure he had a hotel room. to be
Tribeca,
there.
the film festival, all you got to
Had he never seen it? Oh, look, I'm standing up sleeping. The laughs will come.
Oh, wow.
It's one of
Why
the-
so much fast motion and cutting thing.
Because nobody had a sense of humor. None of the comedians involved with this, none of us had any sense of humor.
Choppy and
They had-
terrible.
They had Chaplin's editor.
Yeah.
yeah, it's terrible. Wow.
Wow.
All right. That's
Really bad.
awesome
Bad stuff.
for the theaters near you.
Yep.
I bet you could put it out now though and make money just based on you guys fans.
It's you guys. Yeah.
We wound up doing a premiere for it, and I was dating the sister of the girl you were dating at the time, very briefly, Jim. And
Yes.
it was she was very sexy, and I think we made out that night. But it's arguably the most humiliating thing I've ever done.
Really?
Was sit in the theater while I was
That's
on
a bold
screen.
statement.
Sure, it would. Let me correct you. It's the most humiliating thing I've ever done without having to baby wipe my chest.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, my God. Well,
I remember we stacked the premiere with all of our friends and family, and they didn't even laugh.
Yeah, I know. We couldn't even bring in laughers. The people who really were rooting for us were like, this is just too awful. Nothing worse than a comedy. I went to Arthur, the new Arthur, with Helen Mirren and Russell Brand, and it just missed.
terrible.
And
It's really bad.
watching people not laugh at a comedy when the
comedy.
stars are there, yeah.
Oh, wow. They were there. You went to the premiere?
Yes.
Oh, and I like Russell Brand, but yeah, it's
I do
just
too.
sort of like
course.
you can't. Arthur was a drunk. Now he's a guy who likes toys. It didn't really work.
It didn't work.
It's just
And they're all, or how about Christopher's movie, Cleaver in The Sopranos?
oh yeah. I want to see that movie. I want someone to still make that.
Paulie's on
Hey,
the
I'm
phone.
making movies now, T.
Paulie's on the phone.
Paulie.
In the premiere. He's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Because he's a fucking idiot. Jim, thank you for calling in and wishing us well for our 5-year anniversary.
No, absolutely, Anthony. You've always been great to me, and your show's awesome. You let a bunch of comics come on, do their thing, always expose the new guys. Fucking awesome. So you're doing a great job.
Thank you, sir, and hopefully we'll see you in here very soon. Definitely.
Yeah, just get some car money.
Yeah, I'll get that car money for you.
See you, buddy.
Take it easy,
I'll
Jim.
feel it.
He goes, Jim Florentine. And no sooner do we hang up with one special guest. Here's another. Mr. Gavin McInnes is here. Gavin, what's up, my friend?
What am I, 10? What am I going to watch Star Wars? I'm fucking 5 years old.
I don't watch fantasy movies, dragons. What am I, 5?
Give me dropping a load. Why would I do that?
Gonna put fucking ketchup on my fries like I'm a little boy.
Yeah, ketchup. What do you need ketchup for? What are you, 3?
It's funny the things Jim associates with being a kid.
Yeah.
Why would I want to smile? What am I, 3?
Yeah. I could be shooting a load.
Yeah, I could be dropping loads.
Dropping loads. Gavin,
No, but Anthony-
how are you, sir?
I'm great. And I got to call in and say, what an inspiration you were after. No, that sounds past tense. What an inspiration you are. And, when all that shit hit the fan, most people just give up and they go, well, my life's over, like Michael Richards with his N-word incident.
Oh, yeah.
And you just picked yourself up by your bootstraps and went, oh, well, I guess everyone got offended. And just like every other calamity that you put yourself into, you restart again. And I don't think you realize how much the rest of us see that and go, yeah, I'm not just going to sit here and take it. I'll just keep on fighting. I'll get back up again.
Just keep going.
Well, the amazing thing, too, is normally when Anthony grabs his bootstraps, it's to pull his ankles behind his head because there's a gentleman kneeling in the bed.
Well, you just plugged away, and you kept at it, and you weren't like a smarmy guy plugging your new thing and trying to raise money and get people to go to your site. You just went in your basement, just did the show. You weren't constantly trying to, plug it and get more publicity like you'd go on Chip's show or whatever, and you just kept doing what you did, and you never changed. You never had that, like, I got to plug my thing. I got to get out there. Hey, come on down to Compound Media,
No, I always thought if it works, then people are going to notice, and if they like what you're doing, they'll tell other people or what have you. There's only so much you could do by actually just saying, hey, I'm great, watch me, because at some point you better fucking be great. Or everybody leave.
We're the same here at freespeech.tv. Like, we're not trying to plug it. We just want you to come by, check it out. It's at freespeech.tv. And it's just a show it's just a new platform where we do stuff. And if you want to come to freespeech.tv, that's on you. And if you don't, you don't. It's not about, marketing.
Right, exactly. I've seen some of the clips from your great show, and it is very funny. And you are one of the most irreverent, topical people, and you got a lot of courage there, my friend. Because, like you were just saying, a lot of people would say fuck it if they were deemed the new Hitler. Jesus.
No, but seriously, folks, I remember when you started it too. Keith was saying, "Yeah, I'm not interested in anyone who's ever apologized." So it became like the Island of Misfit Toys for people who were banned, unless you capitulated, at which point, no, you're not invited. Fuck you.
Then it's like, go fuck yourself. They only wait for the apology because that's when they know to open the trap door and fucking leave you swinging. No one wants an apology. They want you to grovel for your job, and then they'll lop your head off anyway. So apologies don't work. They're never sincere. They're always for that ulterior motive to try to keep your gig. What's his name that we were just talking about? Toenail fungus.
Oh, yeah, AC Slater. Mario Lopez
The other day says that perhaps parents letting their 3-year-old choose their gender and then get clothing and perhaps even hormone treatments, whatever.
They've waited too long, and I agree.
They waited too long.
Anything past
he
2
said that
and a light vigil.
He said that, and then he caught all kinds of shit for it and had to apologize. Why apologize for an opinion that isn't so fucking out of whack?
Yeah, just an opinion.
But he did. He apologized because he's with one of those network shows.
He said it was alarming for a 3-year-old to change their gender. That's all he said. I find it alarming. He didn't even say if it was good or bad.
No.
Remember that dude? I think his name was Brett Reitner or something. The guy who did that Eddie Murphy movie with the tall building where they tower heist.
Wait, Brett Ratner?
Brett Ratner,
Yeah, but that's it. And they said, did you guys rehearse? He goes, rehearsals are for fags. And it was like 3 a.m. at this super late night thing. And he apologized, and they go, that was good, but we want you to go on an apology tour of the whole country where you go from town to town.
Yeah.
It's like giving a vampire a little shot glass of blood and saying, will you leave me alone now?
Yeah.
You should have done that for the fucking movie. Did you see that piece of shit? Maybe rehearsing would have been a good idea.
Yeah. What are you doing these days, Gav, besides your show. Are you in any trouble we need to know about?
I rented a house in Breezy Point for the summer just so I could be around cops.
Yeah.
And the co-op there found out that I was me, and so they revoked my application and gave my money back. So I'm going to go to Quag for the summer and just do live from Breezy Point for 3 weeks wearing a breezy hat and breezy clothes and pretend I'm in Breezy Point just to punish those cocksuckers.
They really said you couldn't be here because they Googled you and said, well, this is not a man that we need in our neighborhoods.
Dude, I am such a pariah. I'm living the life of Jerry Sandusky, but without the hot sex. It's fucking torture.
It really, well, if anyone could do it, Gavin, it is indeed you. Thank you for calling in. We have another guest on the phone. They're just backing up over here.
Talking to you, Gavin.
Gavin, come on in, man. I'd like to hang out and do a show with you.
Yeah, I'll come by. Cheers.
Awesome. Take it easy, Mr. Gavin.
See you, buddy.
Here goes Gavin. And right now, we were just talking about him. Mr. Rich Voss is on the phone.
Hey.
How you doing, Rich?
Well,
what, are you golfing?
No, I'd like to apologize before I get started on anything I might say.
Yeah.
That could.
Too late.
You know what? Here's the thing about apologies. Maybe if you did apologize in life, you wouldn't be doing ham radio above the Garment District.
Of course, he has to mention the Garment District.
Of course he does. Yes, and ham.
Oh,
you didn't eat that
Norton
shit.
in there?
What's that?
Yes,
Hey,
Jimmy's.
how's it going?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, Jimmy's here.
Yeah, me and Anthony.
Congratulations on 5 years. And the fact, I mean, you got Norton. I mean, this is big. This is really big.
I would rather have Jim Norton at my celebration than anyone else that would absolutely refuse to come on here.
That's right. They didn't know if I was available. They actually had to call me at 5:04 and say, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Nothing. I'll head over."
I wouldn't talk, Rich. I saw that fucking video of you in front of that geriatric crowd of 50 people out in that park.
No, first of all, it was 300 people, which I thought, I go, this isn't 300 people, and they go, they count as 300. 2, it was some outdoor thing for Dr. Steve, and I go, this is going to be a nightmare. You know, they're sitting 40 feet away from me. They're all, and it ended up being okay. So, listen,
okay.
The money, no, I mean, I thought I was going to completely bomb, like usual. And it went well, the money. But I got there, and Dr. Steve, I was a little under the weather, so I went to his house, and he checked my back with a stethoscope. Next thing you know, within a half an hour, I'm taking blood at a hospital. They're doing chest X-rays. I left there with more anxiety than I went in with.
What the fuck?
Everything worked out.
Was it all? Was it all anxiety related?
No, not at all. It's like, what do you get, a flu or a virus or whatever? He thought I had pneumonia.
Oh.
And not the kind of pneumonia Norton would have. He thought I had, just a regular pneumonia.
Oh, yeah, that Rock Hudson pneumonia.
yeah, not bad.
Yeah, that's the one you don't want. Shit.
But,
yeah.
Listen, I had so much fun up in Montreal with Norton.
Yeah.
And every time I come into your show, I think Bobby and I are going to come in, I think, next week or something.
Okay.
You two are so funny. And look, I'm on the phone. I don't feel great. But doing radio or anything with either one of you two is so much fun. It really is. Even though, look, Anthony, even though you've burnt every bridge and you're burning tunnels now, you're still a fun guy. Okay?
I haven't burnt as many bridges as someone else I know.
What, me?
No, not you. Not you, no. I could still at least get a guest.
Oh, no.
I'm going, but I don't want to put P-I-E.
Right. I get what you're saying there.
Yeah, picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. Did you see what he did? Did you see what the Opster did?
I didn't know you meant. I didn't know who you meant. What did he do?
The Opster. That fucking what happened to Dave from the stand?
Oh my God, fucking awful.
In fucking sense.
Awful.
So sad.
Terrible.
I was
Awful.
with him. I was with him Friday night. I mean, not with. I was at the stand.
Wish you were with him when it
Friday
happened.
That's nice. A guy that just complimented you nonstop. And you,
I know.
Oh, you did.
That's what.
You did say Anthony was funny.
Yeah, but you did say ham radio. So anyway.
Okay.
No,
You're
yeah,
right. That's true.
I saw
But
your
I was with him
Instagram.
Friday night.
Yeah.
I was with him Friday night. The nicest guy in the world. I'm telling you, not a mean, but it just
Terrible.
I don't know. You just can't even. It's unthinkable, and unimaginable. You try to, whatever.
Yeah, just
It's
another
so gross.
another jilted piece of shit boyfriend.
Yeah.
And the girl had given the
Yeah.
boyfriend a key. Like, what the fuck did that guy have a key to David's house?
Why would he have a key?
That's what I want to know.
That's
That's
fucking
insane.
He
Yeah.
was stabbed.
ridiculous.
It was sad.
Oh, what a way to go. Jesus.
When you
Should have had a gun.
When you try to find someone to watch your kid, like I went on this website care.com to get a babysitter.
Yeah.
But I'm different. I looked at the profiles like it was a dating site. So, if one was too big or chunky, I wouldn't hire her.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? You go for looks first, and then
Sure, then
if they have
qualifications.
some experience.
Very wise.
Then qualifications.
No, but
Yeah.
why wouldn't he have a key? And any question you ask, it doesn't matter because it's over and done with. And now some 21-year-old that doesn't realize there's a million girls in life.
Yep.
And now, you know what I mean? He just kills two people. It's you can't even have
That's
it discuss
fucking
it.
nuts. I'm very curious to hear like how it happened.
The guy probably walked in late with a key. I don't know. Hopefully, David was asleep. Like I mean, you just
Just like fucking. Oh
Could
boy.
have been an ex too. I had somebody threaten my kid's daycare because of one.
That's
of the
insane.
female-
Oh, look who's here.
Shit.
Take a seat. Holy shit.
Holy fuck.
Look at this surprise.
There's my.
Horse.
Who walked
I
in?
don't know.
I don't know.
Dice.
Dog.
There he is.
No, first this.
First we do this.
Then we do
Then
that.
we do the
But
fucking
we gotta
Johnny
do
Sack.
a better.
Hey,
Oh.
Ed,
Congratulations.
hello?
Thank
yeah, boss.
5 years.
Dice just came in. So
Dice
Honor to
man.
meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
All right,
Benny.
I gotta go anyhow.
bye, Rich.
All right, Rich. I'll talk to you soon, man. Take it easy. Come on. I was talking to Rich Voss.
Look at the boss.
Oh,
It was
boy.
Rich Voss.
Oh, so all of a sudden.
We put the cameras over there and a mic.
Yeah, walk over. I'm over here. Kenny, come
I'm over here.
No, so Voss.
Want me to move over here?
Where's the
Yeah, why not? Move around. We'll all.
Who's the man that does the vents? Stop it. Who's the man doing? Change the vent.
Is her mic
Vent.
on?
The air's blowing right on my head. I got to do shows.
Is it too much?
Can't get
knows.
sick. Yeah, you
Too
can't get
much?
sick.
Do the vent.
He got sick a little when he
Did he?
filled in. He did a gig for me, which I didn't
Yeah.
know until I saw it on internet.
Oh yeah.
Didn't you fucking hate that?
It was not a good one.
think I was gonna go
No, I
there?
didn't. When they said he promises to make it up, I'm like, does he?
Yeah, Iowa.
Ah, shit.
Eat my bulls, Iowa. Yeah,
Nice, you're-
there's no reason to go there.
No.
I think I went there with him 25 years ago.
No, we never did Iowa.
No, we never even went there then.
Yeah,
Never even went
what
there.
I'm
No,
saying.
he canceled. We had a gig and he canceled.
My first wife's from Iowa, so I know the deal already over.
Really?
Yeah.
That's one state that isn't
No,
really.
the quick one. The
Quick. Right. We all remember that.
Why are you?
What do you want me
guy
to
doing
do? Just sit
the air
still.
conditioner?
You'll be
Vent.
fine.
I've talked to him before he came
Turn the
in.
vent off.
Yeah.
Dice,
would like
your Instagram is one of
Wait
the
a minute.
greatest
We'll
things.
get
You
into
have to
that. I
follow
haven't seen-
Dice's
I
Instagram.
haven't seen you.
It's been a while.
Norton, I don't know this man.
How
This
you
is
doing?
Dave Landau.
I'm a big fan.
He's the co-host.
Oh, okay.
How are you? I'm a huge fan.
Got the job?
I got the job. Yeah.
Wow.
About a year ago.
About a year ago.
About a year.
After the Artie Lang thing didn't
Yeah.
work out too well.
I didn't know.
You know.
You got to understand.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't wake up early.
I don't either.
This afternoon.
I do 4
This is 4 to 6 p.m.
p.m.
We're live.
But what I'm saying, right? You want the truth? You want me to just come clean?
Please.
I don't really know, like on like with the radio and everything. I have Sirius. I got all that.
Yeah, I
like
get
when you was on there. But I don't know how to get to the podcasting.
It's crazy.
How do you?
Don't sweat it. You just gotta go
I
to
would
Compound
listen,
Media.
but I can't get to anybody's podcast.
We'll give you all the information.
You got the chip guy.
Yeah,
We'll give you all the information. Yes, he's got the chip guy who's very funny.
No, it's like hysterical, but
Yeah.
I don't get to see a lot of it.
It's on YouTube.
That's what I mean. I don't go to those stations.
You just go to
YouTube's not a
I know how
station.
to go to Instagram.
Yeah.
And now, I don't go to Twitter because I just don't believe in. There's no fun on there.
It's no fun, and you can only
Right.
get yourself in trouble.
Now I told Facefuck that I'm not posting on there anymore.
Oh, Facebook. Oh, I saw your post where it was like, fuck them.
Because if you think about it, and I'm sure you get the haters too on Instagram.
Yeah.
But the Instagram haters are really not that bad. They're
You're
just
not.
like,
You're right.
like if I had to explain it, like on Instagram, they go, oh, Dice, you suck, okay? You got to face fuck everybody, old fucking fat, out of shape cocksuckers that hate the wife they married 28 fucking years ago. So they don't just write Dice, you fucking suck, you were never fucking funny, I fucking hate you. And you're going, well, now you got a chance never to watch me again. Because all of you have just now.
Right.
I was at the Garden for no reason at all. Kenny got me stuck in that train station.
Oh,
for
you were
some
down
reason.
by Penn, right?
Kenny, come on over here, really. Come on.
Over here,
So-
we're on the thing.
Oh, so they see you. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So for whatever reason, he goes, go down here. And it's no reason to be there. Just millions of people coming.
Yeah.
And I'm going, these are the face fucks I wrote about. All of them, running home to the missus with the tie and sweating to
Miserable.
death. And I'm walking up the steps like a gentleman. I got my coffee, cognac in my left hand. I don't got to report to nobody. No fucking boss. No clocking in. No, why you wearing that shirt? Fuck off. Do what I want when I want.
Fuck face.
They're so fucking bitter on there.
Yeah.
And they're arguing politically like anybody gives a fuck about this fucking triple belly cocksucker that's on there. All those fat fucking double and quadruple bellies.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I think? Who gives a fuck what you think? In my opinion, you don't got another 30 fucking days to live. How do you like that? And I'm not a doctor, you fat fuck. Fat spells failure.
Yes, it does.
You know that.
I do.
You know.
Yes, I do.
Look how hard he's worked through the years to be the
All these
He-Man
exactly.
he became.
It's true because I
Serious.
think it
He
shows.
used to pick
It
on
shows you're either motivated or you're not.
That's right.
And if you're not motivated to take care of yourself, then you're a piece of shit.
Nobody has.
I see a lot of
destroyed-
pictures of you in the gym all the
But
time.
nobody has destroyed themselves more through the years, like demographically, right?
Yeah.
Demographically than him. And then when we wound up doing the Beacon together a few years back, he was all the way in shape. Like he was like, and kept it.
Yeah.
He still picks on himself, which is understandable.
Yeah, a little bit.
But
No one hates Jim Norton
least
more than
he's-
Jim Norton.
it's amazing. I wait to see your stuff on the Instagram because that I know how to do. So I see the guy Chip that looks similar to you.
Yeah.
Who is he?
He's just he's a part of me that hates me and hates my behavior and hates my sexual behaviors.
Really?
Yeah.
He's very funny.
Yeah.
Does a talk show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And gigantic, right? This guy.
It's
And you're not mad at him?
it's probably more popular than I am. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
You got
We got Eleanor here for you today.
I love Eleanor.
We came for the anniversary.
How are you?
Good to see you. I see you on a lot of the videos too.
Thank you.
You really can.
What do you
Take
mean?
abuse?
She's the co-star. She's the other star.
This was in your bag, right? It's not cold.
This is what I mean.
What was
no, but why wasn't it cold? Like he knows it should be cold.
Now I get a
I
cold.
don't even drink beer, but I know it should be cold.
It's got to be cold beer.
What was the video you did, Eleanor, where you gave him you gave her a gift or whatever? You gave him a gift, but it wasn't the iPad. It was
Oh yeah.
it was so
so
obnoxious.
mad at me for that.
What was it?
You're a monster. Tell them what you do.
Telling people I'm a monster. You're fired.
I don't have to tell them.
fired.
They can see it. They can see what you
was
do
it
to
though?
me.
What
I
was
can't
it?
remember.
You didn't say it right. You said what's with the apple? I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
the
he
apple.
called it an ipid one time. I gave
Music box.
first time I gave you.
You can't even get that anymore.
No, you can't.
I got like 4 of them.
Yeah, yeah.
I buy them in stores that sell those.
When people turn them in, he buys them like they're recycled, whatever. Like he's got some girl's
That was
playlist.
one I bought, and the girl's like, and it had thousands of songs on it. Oh, let me erase it. I go, erase it. I'll chop your arms off.
Yeah, why would
you
you?
erase it?
Comes with free
$28
songs.
with thousands of songs.
Yeah.
You're gonna erase it? You fucking dummy! Why do you think you're working in a used ipid store?
One thing we noticed from the videos, you like candy. Dice is a big fan of candy.
Yes.
And there have been some videos where maybe you had a little difficulty getting the candy out of the machine or out of the thing.
I
You
always
gotta fill the bag up.
Oh no! I just the candy run that time we gave the guy the tickets.
Yeah,
you gotta at least tell him what happened because he doesn't know that story.
It was a boy working with his hero and then watching his hero beg for candy in a fucking store. I was the eager boy working with my comedy hero, the leather, the planes, the chicks, watching that all come apart. Let's get some candy and scooping it out for free.
The guy in the store, father owned the candy store in some place we were
Detroit. It was Detroit.
Detroit.
I remember it.
And, it had the barrels of candy and it had, like all the good stuff, the dot candy and,
old school,
which they've now brought back, But anyway, so the guy, I think Kenny said, what'd you tell him? Like, you give him a few tickets if we could have.
A cologne store next door?
But talk
You were
about the
at Bulk
candy.
Foods.
You told the guy, we'll give you some tickets.
But you destroyed the whole family because the father had the cologne store next door and the son had.
Wait a minute. We'll get to the cologne store. Just tell him what you offered him. Oh, you're so dumb. The dumbest.
Difficult to work with.
I love him, but he offered him tickets. I was going to let him just talk.
But
and
anybody, I hear you. Anybody is happy to do anything for the national treasure.
Exactly. So
national treasure.
We offered the guy a couple tickets, and he goes, "Take some candy."
Some.
And this is.
Oh no!
It was so embarrassing.
Carry some of the bags.
No, it was the fact that we had big bag, and it was just like the guy meant like take a bag of candy.
Take some candy, right?
And I'll never forget the scooper.
Different ones.
Oh,
of course.
And then I noticed on top where he kept like the good like chocolates, like the Godiva chocolates.
Oh, high.
I'm like, Kenny, get a bag, get another bag.
Double bag it, Happy. It was fucking horrible.
No. So now what happened is we get the candy and we got, he helped out. He helped carry it, because there was a lot of bags.
Yeah.
Some of the boxes of chocolates were just fucking big.
Yeah.
And but next door, they had a cologne center that they all. Now you can tell what happened.
And it was the same family.
Yeah.
So of course Dice thinks,
another 2
why
tickets.
can't I get some cologne?
Yeah, as long as he's
Big
there.
cologne guy.
I know. I bet you fucking saw that opportunity. And
Jovan, all day long.
yeah, Jovan.
$15.
What about the old school stuff?
That is old school.
Like karate.
No, Jovan's one of the best. And then there's Jovan White for nighttime.
Oh boy.
Which I never knew about.
Wasn't there the Jovan Musk?
No, that's the red.
Oh, okay.
And then there's the white for at night, right?
Yeah.
My God, I must have 30 bottles. Because it smells better than the shit they try to pawn off in fucking Macy's for $125.
Yeah, for a
it
little.
smells like cedar wood. I don't want my balls to smell like cedar wood. If some chick is going to smell my balls, it should be flowery and nice.
Right. That's a first impression that
know
her
what I mean?
smell is getting.
Yeah.
It should be
Gentleman.
fucking, flowery.
That your balls smell like Jovan. That's like
It's a nice smell.
creative and nice.
You wanted to want to go down there next time. I just want to go for the
Exactly.
smell.
Oh god.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you, Dice.
Especially this time of year.
Oh, yeah. The heat.
Sweaty.
Well, it can be. You go to the gym.
Sure.
But if you put Javon on and let's say you meet some chick you want to drag into the bathroom for a few minutes, some little hooah showing off her meat lips with the pants, you know, her little fucking squiggly fucking hot dog bun that she keeps between there. Right?
Oh, yeah. I don't see why not. Yeah.
No, she sees that I see girls in there. And
you're a guy, you're going to look.
Yeah, well, that's what they want you to do till you talk to them, and then it's inappropriate. When you go, when you come
depends
to the
on what you
bathroom, I got to
say.
wash off. What do you mean? You want me to come in the men's room? Well, today everybody's in there. You know, like half chicks,
Gender,
whatever.
Gender neutral.
Whatever.
Gender
the
neutral
fuck they are.
bathrooms.
Yeah.
You got it.
What a terrible opening line. Like, you want to come in the bathroom? I got to wash off. Girl wants to hear that in the gym. Look.
No, because I got the Jovan on.
The Jovan is on.
That's the surprise.
All right.
He's thinking it's going to be onion balls, and it's Jovan.
No, he knows. Nobody knows better than him with that.
No one knows balls better than Jim.
I don't mean balls, but like with chicks and how to operate.
Oh, yeah. He knows the psychological.
Sure.
Going with anybody? I think you're like in love right now.
No, nothing.
Well, what was that girl I've been seeing? The blonde girl.
No. I got nothing. It's probably an opening act.
Oh, that was you were hugging. This is a few days ago.
It was Florentine.
And I was like actually happy.
Blonde girl.
No, I was actually happy for him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What happened?
Kelsey? Was she opening?
Yeah, she's probably a comedian.
Did you fuck her?
Hey, come on, man.
Oh, me two, me three, me quadruple. Go fuck everybody. These girls, when they're paying $8,000 a month rent, then they'll know. Let them squeeze my tits.
They got to know how important that $8,000 is.
No,
to
but
us
I'm
guys.
saying that complain. You go like this to what? Is he gonna file charges? I touched the shoulder.
No, I'm gonna come.
Boy,
You can't do that anymore.
Nice talk. See how he gets.
Nice. You're one of these guys that years ago had what they call game. You'd go to a bar, actually see a girl face to face, talk to her, and before you know it, you're walking out the door with the girl, and maybe now you pick up the phone. There's an app. There's something else. You're having sex before you even meet each other.
Well, this is
bullshit.
my thing. Like when I'm in Starbucks, let's say, everybody's buried in the phone, right? These girls are swiping, I like them, whatever, dating. And I'm like, just pick your head up. I got a face full of paste for you right now. I like you. What are you swiping? You got to go, I already like you. Just look up from your fucking phone for a half a second,
Sure, of course.
Right, Al?
I don't see why not. Yeah. Got a face full of paste. It's always
It's
a good
fucking
afternoon.
common sense.
Oh, but she's got a lot of men that like her.
Thank you.
And they think she's with me. And
Oh, no, I'm not.
somebody
Let's put that out there
not
quick.
with me.
It's hard to tell sometimes. You do come off almost like a married couple.
No, but
Bickering.
she's nodded, been with me for like centuries, like a long time.
Centuries. How long is a
She
century?
still sees you out there trying to fucking play the game and everything.
I don't,
She knows all your moves.
I don't try.
You don't.
I
You just do.
I'm dice.
I understand.
You know what I mean? Anthony, you know me a long time.
I know, man.
There are guys that have to try.
Yeah.
I'm just there.
With a face full of paste.
Yeah, face
Walk
full of
over
paste.
to a girl and go, face.
Yeah.
Famous face.
You are one of the most recognizable guys out there. When you're in Penn Station like that, people got to be coming up to you
It was
constantly,
like
right?
Blocking people.
Dice, hey,
Yeah,
dice.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Any of the
And
glove
I tell
handshakes?
my audiences don't bother me when I
Don't
perform.
Leave me alone, right?
Yeah, because I get like people that write in, do it. I'd like a picture. Yeah, would you? What makes you think I want to meet to take a picture? Like, where are we doing this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of it's club work, whatever. So I tell the audience, I go, look, I'll give you whatever I got up here, but I don't want to meet you. I don't want to talk. I don't want to hear some story from 100 years ago that I'm not going to fucking remember or, drill a fucking napkin with a fucking pen. And then when I let you take your fucking picture, you fucking cocksucker, I says to the guy in the front. I go, as I'm walking away, you go, no, it's blurry.
Oh, yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Fuck you.
Maybe you're
I'm
blurry.
not here to do a portrait with you.
Right. You fucking. I understand exactly what you're saying.
You don't want the stories. You don't want to hear about how they live and enjoy.
No, I just want to make them laugh, and then I ghost them.
That's it.
That's it. I do my thing, and I
gave them everything on stage.
I've been doing long shows anywhere from 115 to 140. I've been doing.
Oh shit!
You know, just slamming these cocksuckers. And you want what?
More.
To tell me you met me 100 fucking some guy in some shit house in the middle of the country where there shouldn't even be people. You know, wrote to me, I'd like to meet you. We took a picture 30 years. Yeah, so I got nothing. What about the fucking guy, Eleanore?
Why are you yelling?
The
Calm
fucking
the
guy,
fuck
that
down.
fucking guy from the steak place.
Oh yeah,
100 years ago. Mortons that don't know how to cook a fucking steak.
Dude, I was there.
You know, I go, it's still raw. It's still raw.
I sat there mortified.
Yep.
I'm sitting there. Dice is there. The waiter comes over, brings a steak. Dice specifically asked for it to be butterfly.
No, Eleanore gets butterfly. I just
like that you
want it
remember
not
that.
raw. I
You
want
wanted
it
it
just
not raw.
juicy.
But I also know you wanted the potato rolled on the grill.
Yes, burnt to a cinder.
Burnt to a cinder. And when the waiter came back, you look, everything looked great except Dice's.
Yep.
And Dice looked, and he's like, "Excuse me, do you remember when I told you earlier? Do you remember?" I was fucking
Because I
dying.
can't believe that they forget.
Yeah, he forgot so quickly.
It's so hard to order steak today because they go, well, how do you want it? Now, years ago,
Oh, we remember.
you had, you know.
Which way?
No. Before which way even. You either want it well done, you want it medium, or you want it rare.
That was it.
That was years ago. Today, you go, well, what do you, I like it juicy, but not raw. Well, medium plus what? Like how much plus? Because then you get it and it's still too raw.
You want to
go, can you take it back?
on the outside with a cool red center?
Yeah,
Black and blue.
And don't put nothing on top.
Right.
Don't decorate it with green shit or whatever the shithead chef decided his steak sauce was gonna be. Get the fucking A1 or I'll fucking club you to death. Do you know there's a restaurant, I won't mention it, in fucking Vegas that doesn't allow the chef, this asshole of a human being, that I told him, you're a fucking asshole. That's why the place is half fucking empty. What are you, fucking stupid? You're going to tell me I can't have salt and pepper? So I still go there, but I bring my own salt.
You
And
bring
I
your own
my own pepper.
Why don't they have salt and pepper? He thinks
The chef makes it, yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah, like you
could go
just
fuck
enjoy
yourself.
the night. Don't tell me what my taste buds want, you dumb foreign fuck. You know what I mean? Just like when you go into Starbucks and they sell you foreign bread. What the fuck is a scone? It's made out of gravel. You know what I mean? Don't eat things you don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't come from Baghdad. I come from Brooklyn.
I'm with you. I don't like the idea that they don't want you futzing around with it. But there are certain things like I don't like people that get a slice of pizza, good New York fucking pizza, and then they put all that shaker shit all over it. It's fucking pizza. It's
little
great
garlic
by itself.
Yeah,
Fuck that
regular
garlic.
cheese pizza, right?
Yeah, regular cheese
That's
pizza.
it. Then they come out with cheese with, like a million toppings when people get a million.
Everyone's got to get toppings.
You know,
because
everyone I got to
to
think about cheese. I'll eat a piece of cheese pizza or chicken parmesan, but that's all I eat
Then you're
with
probably
cheese.
back to the
No,
gym.
that's all I eat with cheese.
How about some pineapple on it?
Oh God.
Oh,
No.
come on,
You ever go to the theater and they want to put cheese on your fucking pretzels and shit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
a
don't
lot of
like
that.
that.
And then you look at the person eating it and go, that's why you're a quadruple belly.
Yeah.
That's why you're a triple belly.
Yeah.
Look at you. That one fucking tubby belly wasn't enough. Let's grow another one that we don't see anything till we get past the knee. It's sickening to
You
me.
ever see that My 600-Pound Life show that's on?
Yes.
I don't watch
it's-
podcasts.
No, it's
It's a podcast. It's a TV
It's a
show.
TV show.
On what? There's
And it's
a lot
these
of
fat. It's on the
TVs.
Learning
Sadly, the
Channel.
Learning Channel, yeah.
What?
It's some big. It's a
watch-
bunch
I
of big
watch-
fat fucks, and then they have this doctor that makes them lose weight, and then they get the stomach surgery, but they can never make
That's
it. They're
what
always,
Eleanore
they're always
calls
cheating.
a fat person in a skinny suit.
No.
Right? No?
The doctor kind of roasts.
They lose all the weight, right?
Yeah, and then they got like a sheet of fat still covering them.
Yeah. They have to actually get the skin cut off like bat wings.
I just wait for them to walk in front of buses. You know what I mean? You know, are you a person or a fucking top?
Oh.
You know, let's stretch you out. You could make a great fucking umbrella on the beach.
Yeah.
Which now there's going to be rules with umbrellas because a couple umbrellas like impaled people on the beach.
I guess the wind took them or something.
I've been going to the beach since I'm fucking 6 months old. Never had an umbrella come close to stabbing me.
No.
But, you know, now everything, you know.
That's the new rules.
What do you mean new
You
rules?
said they're going to make new rules for the
Oh,
umbrella.
yeah, they're going to weight down the bottom of the umbrellas and make you, like, really bang it into the fucking sand.
Maybe our fathers weren't pussies
You know,
that couldn't get the fucking
No,
thing into the
everything
sand.
that's
That
going
thing
on
was
now
buried.
is everything's wrong.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why podcasting is the new radio. That you
gotta
can
be.
at least fucking say what you want.
What happened to your podcast? You were doing one.
You didn't pay me. They don't pay you.
Oh, yeah.
They gave me a few dollars.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is this? Oh, 5 people joined.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was into the podcast. They opened up a studio because of me in L.A., and I didn't want to fight with the guy. He's a nice guy, but it's like, what do you think? You're fooling me? So I enjoyed the bunch that we did. Eleanore, my boys, everybody. Uncle Lee was on it. You know, but I'm not going to do more.
Very funny,
Fucking pay me. And it was the first reality-driven transistor radio podcast.
Transistor radio.
Yeah, where I had the moving cameras that I left the room if I had like a hot chick up there to talk to her. Like, I don't have to be there every second. Eleanore would take over.
Actual humor.
My son after the premiere of A Star Is Born, Dylan decided he'll just start it because I was late. I can't be there every second.
But you got people that'll start it and
No,
be
my
there.
son
Your
started
son
it.
started. If Eleanore, if you got to take a piss, Eleanore will do it.
Why
Thank you.
go to
You know,
that?
talented
Why go to grotesque?
The language, the toilet stuff.
No, I hate fucking bathroom humor my whole career.
What?
People take it into the toilet.
What?
Your whole
right?
career is in the toilet.
Oh, my God.
You could take a shit that could fill 18 toilet bowls.
Yeah, I hate that.
He eats one M&M. He's
You
crazy.
can have that joke. I'm not doing that no more.
He's the
No, but I don't really make it toilet humor.
What what? Do you want to come in the toilet you're sitting on, or the one who's sucking your dick?
Do it right. Can you do it like I do it?
I haven't heard it in years.
all right.
He could do it.
I'll do it first. Okay. So what it is that you love a girl so much that you drag her into like the dirty bathroom of a Chevron station, right?
Yeah.
Because she can't
Romance.
wait to go to the wedding and then get her home or lick it up. So you take her into the fucking bed, get the fuck in here. There's like 19 Mexicans waiting outside to take the shit of a lifetime, you know. And she's there, you know, with her knees and the nylons and the piss-covered fucking floors. You're sitting on the toilet. She's sucking on your dick. And after a while, she looks up at you with that sweet look of 25 years of marriage. And she goes, honey, do you want to come in the toilet you're sitting on, or the one that's sucking on your dick? I would, but I couldn't find my fucking legs. Like in First Blood, remember when he said that?
Yeah.
You know, when he's getting blown and he's going, I can't get up. I can't get up. I can find my fucking leg. Johnny.
Hey, look, it's fucking exact.
Now you do it.
That's
with the
toilet
toilet.
humor,
Do the
Andrew.
toilet.
yeah.
Of course it's
No, it's not. It's just
The CEO of the Double Standard
Look, you got
Hotel,
to
and
say
you know
what?
it.
All right.
So she says, "Oh, would you rather come in the? What would you rather come?
Directing which way?
Which way?
Toilet or the one?
Sitting on
Okay,
it,
start it
or-
again.
Second.
Start it again.
You
All
want to
right.
come in the?
All right, let's try it again. Come on. All right, go.
So she says, "Oh, would you rather come in the toilet you're sitting on, or the one that's sucking your cock?"
No.
Your dick?
Oh, boy.
Dick.
The one that's sucking on your dick. He knows.
I
know every word.
All right, me and Norton will do it together. We'll take it from, do you want to come in the
All right.
toilet? All right. So I'll lead you in with, I'll just
Okay.
go, so she says, and we do it together. So she says, Do you want it coming in the toilet you're sitting on? Or the one that's sucking on your dick?
Noises.
God damn, that could be a course.
But he hates toilet humor.
Class.
I don't know if that's politically correct.
That my ringtone.
I think feminists
Please.
like it.
I think girls will like it because they do that stuff. Where do you think I got the joke from?
Yeah, the joke isn't funny if it never happened.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's fucking hilarious.
And I'm the nicest guy in the world. That's what people
No, you're
are.
not.
I don't know why you would think that. A lot of people think I am.
You must find it very entertaining that so
You
many
don't think
people.
I'm nice.
You have nice moments, but I wouldn't say nicest in the world. That's a
Stretch.
Guys, so many people are getting in trouble these days for what they're doing and shit.
Because they
were
admit
getting
to
shit.
it.
You were getting shit fucking years ago. That's how
that's
on the edge you were years ago. Because now people say shit that isn't even. It's nothing.
Well, that's why I'm allowed to say whatever I want.
Grandfathered in, is that what it is?
Grandfather, because I went through it at a time when nobody was going through it, and nobody backed me up.
Nora Dunn, remember
the
that
only comic
fucking
ever that
piece of
backed me up was Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
You know,
she got
he
fucked
would,
on
he
that,
would talk to me about it.
Nora
he
Dunn.
came out on the Arsenio show, said how I like him, I'm coming to his show. But every other comic was, like guys like fucking Richard Belzer, right? He'd be on fucking Howard Stern. I know most people don't know who I'm talking about, but he was an edgy comic.
Yeah.
Okay? And he'd go on Stern. He shouldn't be allowed on stage. He'd go on morning talk show. I'm going, this guy's filthy. He's a filthy comic. He don't look like me. Nobody does. Even today, it's amazing how fucking gorgeous I am. What do you think? I put the pictures on Andrew Dice Clay Instagram so they could look, you know. But yeah, just every comic, you know. You don't even have to bring up Nora because nobody's seen her since.
No, I never.
I was going to say that ruined her career, yeah.
After those 2 weeks, you know, she was just done.
Gone.
Like her name, you know. And then there was that other one, Heavies. I don't want to insult
Delta Burke?
Jimmy.
Kathy, not
And
Jimmy.
the Jimmy who goes, somebody should put a bullet in his head.
Oh,
really?
Not nice.
Wasn't that nice, Tubby?
Sweetheart.
You know, I don't forget that
Piece
shit.
of shit. No, you
Yeah,
should.
it's like you're a comedian. Don't you get what I'm doing?
Apparently not.
But they were all looking for press for themselves, especially when you look like those kind of girls.
Right.
You know, like if you're a piece of ass, if you're a fuck puppet, a fuck doll look, with big fucking tits and a big fat ass that I just want to drill my fucking dick. You got to understand, years ago, the chicks had the pussy hair, so we didn't even know they had assholes.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
yeah.
They were dummied up with like the extra long pussy.
We didn't know they had.
No, they
looked like
Yeah.
you look like a human being. You know, and then today with the fucking, you come home from work, it's buffed like it went through the fucking car wash, with an asshole earring through the lips of a fucking asshole. Now I got a choice. And why is the asshole open up wider than the pussy? What have you been doing?
Nicest guy in the world. I stand
There he is.
corrected.
No, but I'm not talking about like when I helped like an old lady and opened the door.
Right.
You know, I'm talking about, you know, asshole ring.
Yes.
And-
It was a different time back then. It was all about.
nobody knew.
You'd have to.
Whoa.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. I'd say the same thing.
what I
I kind of
mean?
liked it.
I
Like you
know
know
you
where
do.
you were.
Oh, right?
You know
Absolutely.
you were there.
She knows.
That was something. When you were a young guy and you hadn't seen a lot of pussy yet, and they pulled those big fucking bloomer panties down, and you just saw
And the
that
hair's coming
big
all the
thing
way
of
up
hair.
to under a
Dude, it
tit.
was the sexiest thing ever.
You know what I mean?
Oh God! It looked like you took a pool table rack and just filled it up with hair.
I'd be eating a fucking box and pulling the hairs out of her fucking tits. You know, today it's all fake tits
No, it's
and hair
fake
don't
tits,
grow on
no
rubber.
hair.
You know what I mean?
That.
Hair doesn't
Back
grow.
then, you had the hair all around you. Fuck
yeah.
you, motherfucker.
She knew you were working hard. If
Come
ever so often,
again,
you gotta go
horse meat. Yeah, no problem.
constantly
no problem.
spitting and
I would-
fucking gagging.
I would gargle as I'm doing it. I'm smart like that. I had cigarette, ashtray, fucking listaments. You know what I mean?
All set up at your station. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got you.
How about a girl with a hairy asshole? Did that bother you or no?
No, it's all part of the package. You know, you be nice. You know, pluck the assholes as you're eating a box. You know, let me get that for you so you don't got to spend $50.
You know what's fucked up? I would go down on a girl with just the biggest, hairiest pussy, and then you
Please,
go.
Eleanor's sitting here.
Please.
The girl.
What did I say?
Yeah, really? What did he say that you didn't say a million
over
times?
there near her.
Anthony, please.
I apologize.
Ignore the.
Go up to
I don't like that kind
you
of
see
talk.
one nipple hair on a girl, and you're like, ugh.
See, that I'm not going to deal with.
I know, but then your
either have-
face is down there with fucking. It looks like Fidel Castro.
No, but you either have a tit full of hair or not.
Real,
You got
just
one
nothing.
or two hairs, you pluck the motherfucker.
Yeah, you got to pluck those out.
You know.
Yeah, that was a little
I'll accept hairy tits.
hairy tits.
You know what I
guys
mean?
would
I don't mean
accept
like
anything.
a lot of, but at least evened out around
Enough
the
to pull
fucking-
out, yeah.
Your rollers and the middle part,
Right.
the tit tops, whatever they want to call them.
What about that
I'm trying
habit
to say it
trail
right.
Get up to the belly button.
What do they call that today?
Treasure trail?
Treasure trail, right? Yeah.
That's something. That was a lot of. I guess a lot of Italian girls or Spanish girls would have that.
Yeah.
What?
That trail of hair that went from down there to the belly button. So they're wearing a bikini, and you'd see this fucking thing like.
Nothing like it.
You like that?
Yeah, belly button. Fuck.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you.
You know what I mean?
I kind of like that shit.
Yeah.
I got back into. I didn't like it for years. Then I talked to a girl who had a really ultra hairy pussy, and it started to turn me on again.
Yeah, see, it goes in waves.
Went away for a while.
Andrew, stop it.
You're right. I apologize.
It's right there.
Yeah, she had an unkempt area. You're right. I apologize.
See, that's
Yes, yeah.
Unruly, if
Faulty
you will.
language was not
Sir
needed.
James of Norton.
Yeah.
These are my two greatest openers ever.
Thank you.
Really?
Oh, no, that's a huge compliment for me.
I always compare. Like I had a few openers.
It's a great opener for a lot of people.
No,
these
no,
days.
but he took off. He became a big star, and I always tell Eleanore, you know, because he was my number one.
Thank you.
So that's it of all time. And I loved Eddie Griffin, but he was very new, but he knew how to entertain. You know, he had no material when he opened for me. No, but he was so great at just being Eddie. He'd come out twirling a baton, doing Michael Jackson, doing Prince, so he would be able to do the 10. You know what I mean? But he already had an act, and just where was the first time again?
It was either Houston or Dallas. I remember I used to carry my own pillow when I traveled. I would bring my own pillow in a giant suitcase.
Something to bite. Fruit.
We would. Yeah, I would. I think it was. We flew to Dallas, then went back to Houston.
Andrew, please.
Oh, is that what this?
We are
fucking
not.
guy-
Should somebody explain the joke to Andrew?
It was Houston or Dallas.
All right, so what happened?
What are you saying? Where? What? Oh, it was 3,000 people.
But how did you get the gig? I forgot how you got it. There
You
was a
called me on the phone. We hung out with you and
Oh,
Florentine.
that's right. With you, yeah.
You asked for my
The
number.
other guy that I wouldn't let us hang.
Lenny Marcus. Like, I don't know him.
Lenny?
You wouldn't even meet him.
This is what happened.
Holy shit, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because what happened is, in the back of the Comedy Store on like a Monday, whatever. So him and Florentine show up, and we just hit it off. Other than that, I didn't want to take a picture. And Florentine couldn't. He goes, "You really won't take a picture?"
Come on, take a
And I'm
picture
going,
with me.
No, I'm going, why would I? We're not friends or anything, you know. And he's like, got to take a fucking picture. So we took the picture. I was fucking with him because I really liked them.
Yeah.
And then they went on stage and they both did From the Day the Laughter Died.
Jim and Jim. We went on it. I still have that cassette somewhere.
It's amazing.
Jim
They
and
went
Jim.
Fucking
And they were-
Phil.
Yeah.
My favorite part was before they went up talking about who's going to do what bit, which I don't even remember because it was an ad-lib album. I don't know what the fuck I did on there.
Yeah.
You know, I just was winging the whole thing. But they did know it. So they're on there for like 15 minutes back and forth. So I get the number, and the next day, they were staying at the Bellage Hotel, like off of Sunset. Yep. And I call them up. I go, I'll be there in 15 minutes. Just, you know, stick with me on this. You know,
You woke me up calling on the hotel phone. You're like, this Dice. I'm like, who the I thought it was Voss or somebody fucking. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
because I'm not looking at me as Dice. I just made new friends. last night.
Yeah.
So I pick them up, and there's this other guy like in the hallway, and they go, "Can he come with us?" And I'm like, "I don't know him. Like, no, he's not my friend. You know,
He's
We're
not.
going in a Cadillac. I had a big Brougham." So they leave the guy. Because I'm gonna go buy lights and
Furniture.
for Club 33, which was like disco lights and speakers and shit.
Oh, I remember.
We're going to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
downtown. So first, pull into a 7-Eleven on Holloway and La Cienega in L.A. I go, come with me. And, like, he's looking like, what are we doing here? Like, why we? I go, Slurpees. We all got to get Slurpees.
Yep.
You know, don't you want to? And he's going, Slurpee?
Yep.
Like, you know.
That was the beginning of the facade coming down.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're going to be fucking girls. It's going to be great. He's like, get a Slurpee.
With the cockhead cap.
What?
Cockhead cap.
Oh, with the cockhead cap.
How many places would we go to in Vegas, you know?
And double cup it. Fuck them with their cups.
But Kenny, how many places in Vegas
Here
if the
today.
Slurpee was too thin?
Yeah. No, it's got to be thick like shit.
Yeah. Because I don't like
Toilet humor,
Slurpees
Kenny.
that are runny.
No,
That's bullshit.
terrible.
So if we were in Vegas, we might hit 5 or 6, 7-Elevens, and there'd be cups all over.
Before you
Fuck
get the
you,
right
you don't know how to
one.
make your Slurpee. Anyway, we got the Slurpees. We head downtown, and I'm looking for a certain place, and I stop in the middle of the street, and as he's asking this guy directions, I just slam the. Go ahead.
We pulled over to the guy. I'm like, how do we get the CNC light? And the guy goes, you go down there and make a right, 2 floors. Zoom.
I just hit the gas pedal. I don't want to spend time with this guy.
It was the fucking rudest thing I've ever seen anybody do.
And he's going, why would you do that? I go, because we got to get to the place. All right, so now we get the disco lights. They don't even know what that day. And they're like, what's Club 33? And I go, it's a nightclub in my house for me and my wife. And I put up lights and all kinds of things go on. And,
Yeah.
So now we're done with downtown. I go up to Hollywood Boulevard where I go to like the sexy stores to buy like outfits, So I see he's like talking to something near the back. And there's this Chinaman like, in the front.
There he is.
An Asianal, whatever you call him today.
Better.
All right.
Close enough.
So the Asian man, whatever,
I get you.
Ming, maybe I think was his name. He's in the front of the store. So when I walk to the back, I'm just looking at the different like negligees and stuff. He's talking to this fucking thing, this woman that looked like Shrek in a dressing room, but she's got the curtain up and she's half naked.
A little older.
She was 40 years older than him.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, like, I couldn't even believe it, right? And
Were you?
she's married to Hop Sing in the front of the store, right?
Shit.
And I'm trying to be respectful with the Japan people.
I see.
So,
Avi.
and so what happens is, all right, so now it's later that night, and I want to talk to Norton, and I'm calling the hotel room, but, Florentine's like, he's in the bathroom right now. He's on the phone with that woman,
Oh my.
remember?
Yeah. By the way, you got her to flash us. I forgot about that too. She was in the
because
peeking
I
out the
got
dressing
away.
room, and he's like getting like, yeah, and she's like showing her tits and showing her ass.
It was,
She's
and,
trying
and
to.
the guy's right in the
him.
front. I figured there's going to be a murder in here.
Yeah, it was so hot.
Did you wind up fucking?
I don't remember. I forgot I even talked to her after that, but I did talk
what
to her after that.
happened from the chronicling I've done, I think they only had like the phone sex.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Maybe.
think it went further.
Yeah.
Because he's a professional like
It's a
that.
shame.
I probably just jerked off on the phone.
Yeah.
And,
So
Yeah,
hot.
gentlemen.
I saw it coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I saw the whole thing, like the affair starting.
The amount of fucking stories that you have
so crazy.
from your career that involve everybody.
Yeah.
Like everybody, all the names I remember hearing from fucking years ago, Wheels and Happy Face and fucking.
Bill Mohr in Phoenix.
many-
That
Oh,
day.
right.
You tell the story.
Oh,
It's amazing.
It was. I was touring with Andrew, and
You just set it up?
yeah, of course.
I love this.
All right. So when Billy M had the show on regular network, I think it was ABC, politically
incorrect.
Okay. So whenever I needed to be on the show, he put me on the show. Oh, I just thought of an episode where I talk about you.
Oh.
You ran the space rocket.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'd come out there, I'd hug him. Like, I'm just really entertaining him. Don Jameson and Jim Florentine, I'm going, you got to watch what I did for you, I come out in a long leather. I hug Bill. I don't even let him go. And there was some senator on there, whatever.
And you were talking about spaceships. You kept calling them. They go up in space rocket. And he said something about the guy's name was John Norton. And Bill Maher goes, John Norton? You sounded really ill-informed.
And then I was fighting with the girl Kennedy. When I told her when I'm doing this and dancing like this, and I yelled at the senator, there was an actual senator there or something. I told him keep his mouth shut, when I'm talking, And
Jesus Christ.
So anyway, because Bill would always put me on when I was going on the road or something to promote, he'd always have me. So now I'm going back. This is when we did the Garden in 2000.
That's right.
So I call up Bill. And I go, look, you're a great guy. You always put me on. I go, how would you like to do the Garden with me? And he goes, what do you mean? I'm not an opening act. It gets to I go, no, I have Jim Norton's doing it with me, but when are you going to do the Garden? Nobody's doing those things. You know? I said, this is when you guys brought me on that time.
It was huge.
And I said, we'll co-headline, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to be the nicest guy in the world.
You are.
And just pay you back and give you this show. I go, we'll split the money. I don't even care. It was mostly sold out already. I didn't even give a shit. Just, let this guy do it with you. Because when he would do shows, specials on HBO, they were filthy. So I thought he would be great. Okay. So it comes down and he goes, let's find somewhere. He was afraid to do it. That's the bottom line. He was shitting in his fucking pants.
Shit.
That's the beauty of him.
He
didn't question it.
Right.
He didn't fucking question it. Norton just came out and killed that night.
Yep.
The bottom line is, he goes, let's find another place. So I picked Phoenix. It's like Westbury, Theater in the Round.
Yep.
Okay, 2 days before the show, his people call up my agent, Dennis Offer at the time, and they go, we feel that Bill should close the show. And Dennis calls me about it. And I go, let him close. I go, all these fucking guys.
God.
I go, they really don't understand. I go, it's one thing to go on in front of me. You really want to follow this? I said, fine. I feel no pressure. I'll go on right after Norton. And I had one of my greatest shows there because I didn't have to peak it.
Right.
Okay, now you take it from there. So now there's a little intermission. Go ahead.
Well, I did 15 up front.
Microphones.
Nobody knew me. Great show. And I bring you on. And I remember you kept it short. You did an hour and 6 in the middle. An hour, but it was your crowd. I mean,
they were there to see me.
Of course,
They didn't give a fuck about Mohr.
Yeah, he wasn't being a dick.
2 hours and 6.
We all knew it was
to see Dice.
They wanted to see Dice, and beforehand you had said he shouldn't do this. Billy, you sure?
Oh, you just know.
I'm downstairs while Dice upstairs. It was fucking. The place was moving. It was, and Bill is got a fucking a music stand in the dressing room, and he feels he was drinking a little bit, and he was walking back and forth in his dressing room looking at his music stand. And I remember Hugh Downs from 2020 showed up.
Wrote it up.
Did he write it up?
Really?
He wrote a great thing about me, about my constituents.
Oh, okay. Move closer.
We'll go with it.
He didn't put Mohr in the interview because Mohr completely failed.
Yeah.
Well, you and I, after Dice came off, Dice, there was an intermission, and you said to me, I'm going to bring Bill on. Because he wanted Bill to do well. You
help him out a little bit.
He wanted to help him out.
Don't fucking kill this guy. Right.
Let them drink, and Dice put on his street clothes. You got out of your work clothes. You put
music stand goes on the stage with his notes.
Oh, my God.
I'm looking like, are you fucking kidding?
Hey, Chopin.
And you gave him a great intro. This guy puts me on TV. Nobody else will. He's a good friend. You gave him a great intro. It was obvious that you liked him and that you respected him. And they gave Bill a nice hand, and he went out. And I think there was a few people, 150, 200 people, yelling nasty shit.
No, they started yelling because what happened when he came out, he didn't go into it. He got afraid, and he really froze, like he didn't talk.
He tried to calm them, and it will work sometime. Will you try to calm somebody by your presence?
And then they started yelling at him like, fuck you.
Once a couple you let a couple loose, that's it. They're all out of the cage.
5 or 6 minutes later, Bill's off stage. It's a pandemonium upstairs.
6 minutes.
Maybe. And I thought, I was like, that's fucking 5 times as long as I would have lasted with that screaming.
He literally walked off the stage.
Comes down, slams his dressing room door.
He was upset. And I remember the promoter was worried about losing money.
And he's Zalisco.
Oh, yeah, he was panicking.
Yeah. Was he doing political or was it even longer?
No, he just.
I couldn't tell.
Everybody knows.
5 minutes.
Yeah, who could hear over the
Danny Zalisco, the promoter. Danny Zalisco, the promoter, comes over to me and he goes, "Look, Dice, I don't want to give back these people's money. He's got to go back up there." So I go into his dressing room, and now he's just getting stoned. He's downing Jack Daniels like it's fucking water, you know. So you're gonna take him upstairs. I'll never forget this, you know, because I really wanted to bash his fucking face in when he said this to me, you know, because he's going up the steps, and I go, "Rock and roll, Bill."
Oh,
you know, and he goes, "I'm a fucking monologist."
Yep.
You know,
I still remember that.
And I'm like, well, what am I? You know, because I'm in a leather jacket. You know.
Oh God.
But I didn't get after he said that. I didn't give a fuck. Right. Goes back on and very weak. Does about 20 more minutes.
He did about 30 actually. He did.
We wanted to steal the tape.
Oh, no shit.
He ran from the stage to grab the video.
I bet he did.
You know, well, now you might know why you've never seen me on his HBO show, which I actually like, called
Real Time.
Politically.
You didn't walk into that dressing room after and go, "I told you."
No, I
fucking
figured
told
take
you.
the high road.
Yeah.
We went for
Nicest
dinner
guy in the
together,
world.
and
Nice
he
guy.
kept saying
Nice guy in the
how
world.
how he did, and I just shut up because I wanted to bury him.
Of course.
You know, and I'm like, you know, you just can't be nice to these
I bet that
motherfuckers.
bugged him even more. It's like,
Who the
why isn't
fuck
he
would
fucking
turn
ripping me
down the
apart?
guard?
Because the crowd
He feels
did it
sorry
for me.
Fuck. He's not giving me shit because he feels sorry for me.
But you know what? I like his show on HBO. You know, that's what he should be doing. He should never, you know, do a live show or, you know.
I respected him for going back up, though. Like, the fact that he did, I was like, you know what? And he got some laugh, and I was like, you know what? That's a fucking... I would not have been able to go back up. So he did go back up. And they, you know, they threw a few people out. They arrested a few people. It was crazy. They did. The cops came in, and they arrested him.
They arrested
I've seen it.
What's interesting, though, is he doesn't use an opener.
Who, Bill?
Yeah.
He's a monologist.
When he does a live show, he's a different comic.
Yeah.
You know, he's not the politically correct guy when he does live.
I think he's a funny comic, too.
He is funny.
He should have went on second. He would have murdered. Yeah.
Why do you think I wanted him to do it with me? I knew the kind of comedy he did.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was crawling on the floor that night like I'm banging a chair. I went because I had zero pressure to peak the room.
Right.
Yeah.
And Phil Donahue, whatever his name is, was
I'm
there.
sure it was Phil
Donahue.
Donahue.
Who'd you
I
say
hope it was
there?
Phil.
Hugh Downs.
He's there with that girl. What's her name?
Downs.
Marlo Thomas is his wife, right?
Who?
Phil Donahue.
It was Hugh Downs.
Newsman. That
Oh.
Newsman. It was Hugh Downs.
the guy from CNN, whatever he did before.
I thought when you said
2020.
I thought when you said you Downs, it was what everyone was saying to Bill Maher.
Follow history like him.
Yeah, it was Hugh Downs.
Archaeology's a thing.
It's hard to speak, Dice.
2020.
It's hard to speak.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you meant the other guy with the white hair, Phil Donahue.
No. He wasn't there at all.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the guy you said. What's
Hugh
his name?
Downs,
Hugh
yeah.
Downs.
Hugh Downs. And he did a
But he
complimentary
did like
piece on
this giant piece.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
how, like that I do what I'm supposed to do for the people that come to see me.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but he was only there because of Billy Mohr.
And he never mentioned Maher.
Never mentioned him because he saw what happened. The guy got destroyed.
I love
You
it.
know?
That's
We
hilarious.
took him, we got a mistake, and we got rid of him. Fuck him too.
Any movies coming up and stuff? Because you get just
I haven't
rave,
done enough.
but you get rave reviews. People
Dude,
love watching you act.
A Star is Born
Star is
is
Born,
the best
fucking-
movie of the year, man. You're phenomenal in
You
it.
steal the scenes. No one remembers that show Vinyl except for the first episode that you were in,
Blue Jasmine.
which was hilarious. It was.
I don't need
fucking-
compliments.
I'm not giving you compliments.
Oh,
I'm just telling you you're good.
I haven't seen him. I'd rather talk to him.
We like knowing what you up to. Is
No,
there
but I'm
anything in
doing
the
a lot
pipe
of-
maybe that?
Yes, there's
oh,
things
okay.
going on.
All right. That's all.
He'll be at Levity Live tomorrow night.
Okay, tomorrow night.
Wednesday.
Nyack. Oh, yeah, I should say that.
Levity Live, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what's
Love
coming up.
seeing
I'm so stupid. All right,
Also-
I'll be at Levity Live. I'm doing a Club Dice tour with Eleanore, and then
also North Carolina.
doing some bigger shows with Mr. and Mrs. America, me and Roseanne.
What a great
Barr.
fucking tour. I forgot about that. That's a great tour.
I forgot about it.
That's great.
When is that?
I forget it till Eleanor calls me and goes, "Do you know you're leaving tomorrow?" Because I don't like to look at what I have to do, you know.
Yeah.
So,
September
yeah,
19th and 20th is
Where's
with
that?
Roseanne. September 19th and 20th.
Where are they?
19th, we're at the Paramount Theater in Long Island, New York. Right?
Oh yeah,
Boy.
yeah. That's how.
And
Very good.
on the
This is fucking
20th,
awesome.
we're at Hard Rock Live in Atlantic City,
Very good.
and that's a pretty big. That's a big show.
Oh hell yeah!
And,
Were you guys on the same Rodney Dangerfield Young Comics thing? It was.
I'm friends
around
with
the same
Roseanne
time, right?
for a long time. Now,
Oh,
what
yeah.
happened is when she was on her Ambien and said whatever stupid fucking thing she said.
Right.
So I couldn't even believe they didn't work.
Ridiculous.
Didn't anybody at a network ever take an Ambien and see what happens? You know what I mean? Like, you took off the biggest show from the new shows, from old shows. I think it got 90 million homes, like a Super Bowl. Okay, that's how
Huge.
big the reboot was.
The reboot was the
And
biggest.
just everybody, managers, everybody got rid of her. And she called to talk to me with something. I said, why don't you just show up in Vegas when I'm doing and I brought her on stage. And then she came on, standing ovation.
Oh shit!
She did time, new material, left to a standing ovation. And then I called my agent, Pete Pappalardo, and I said, do you have a problem representing Roseanne? He goes, no, I don't have, because they're rock and roll agents.
Yeah.
So I said, let's start putting together some shows with me and Roseanne, because when I saw that happen and I saw the alienation, I thought of like what I went through years ago where nobody got behind me, but, it's like I just wanted to have her back.
Yeah.
And the shows are selling great, and we'll probably add more. Mr. and Mrs. America, perfect name.
What a great tour poster, too.
Say whatever the fuck. When people walk out, they're going to remember what it was when things were good, and comics could be real comics and say whatever they
shit
want. You want to talk about the asshole lips. You want to talk about a big hairy fucking tits and your fucking yapper. You want to talk about her sitting on your fucking dick, banging your balls in. And by the way, this cocksucker. Who the fuck
guy.
does he think he is?
You don't like Mike Lindell, the
Why
My
is there
Pillow
a
guy?
billboard of him in here?
I don't know. Someone brought it in. It never went away.
Do you sponsor? Is he a sponsor?
No, he's not even a sponsor.
Who the fuck died and said you're the king of the pillow? There's no proof where he came from, how he developed this pillow. What is his experience building fucking pillows?
I've always wondered the same thing.
You know
about
why?
this
Because
guy.
he wears like a Christian thing around his neck.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
everybody, he won't be lying.
Yeah.
I'll give you money back. Yeah, when? Meet me on the corner. I don't like it. Full of shit. And that's what I mean about people just being sheep. Just because
That's
I'm
all
going
it
to put
is.
out by accident, one time I wanted a really good down blanket, right, El?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Amazing.
So I'm in Vegas and I'm stealing all this shit to fill up my house because I got sick of spending. So I would go in with giant garbage bags to like the Macy Home store, and I would take pillows and blankets and have my friend just walk out like Santa
Just
Claus.
walk out with
Yeah,
bad.
how many sheets am I going to pay for?
I don't know,
You know what I
guys.
mean? I gave them So anyway, I get this blanket, it's like the thickest down blanket. So I'm in bed at night. I keep getting out of the bed because I'm dripping sweat from this blanket.
It's very warm.
Right? So the next day I tell he's a comic, Steve Simone. And I go, Steve, let's roll up this fucking, blanket and bring it back and we'll get the money.
Roll it up. That's how thick.
You know what I mean?
I got
So
you.
I bring it back to the store and I go, I want my money back, which wasn't coming to me anyway because I never paid
never
for
bought.
it.
They probably want a
I took-
receipt.
They go, this is not. They go, this is a bed. This is a down bed. It's not a blanket.
Putting a bed over you.
I was dripping like I was in a steam room. And I'm going, how do they make a fucking blanket that you can't fucking... I could hardly move under it. I was crushed between that mattress and my... So they gave me the $650
I
and
don't
gave
see
me
why
another
not.
down blanket for nothing.
What a caper.
And, it was amazing because next door was an electronics store.
Yeah.
So now I come in, and at that time, Steve was what, like 27, 28
Something
years
like
old?
that, yeah.
Okay. So I need TVs because I bought a house in Vegas. So I come in and the salesman comes over and I go, yeah, I need help with TVs. But, I promised the kid, a Walkman,
About Simone.
And he's looking. Simone had like a beard at the,
the kid.
And he goes, all right, well, I'll give you that. He goes, as a matter of fact, I'll give you a 19-inch TV if you buy TVs for your house. So I pick up some TVs, and I like giant TVs, whatever. And he gives the 19-inch, and he gives the Panasonic Walkman, which you can't even get today.
Well, no.
I have it.
Of course.
I have it because I
use it to work out.
Him. Yeah. I got a picture of it on my Instagram. It's in perfect shockwave.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Shockwave. Okay, you can't even get that.
No, that's so you
the
could
cassettes with everything.
Cassettes.
Just look on
headphones.
Amazon.
You can't get those either. All right. So as we're walking out, I see this metal CD case. Now I've seen them in wood, but I never saw like an industrial metal one. So I just say to Steve, do me a favor, just grab that, and some other salesman goes, excuse me. And I go, yeah, can I help you with something? And he goes, there's a price. I go talk to my salesman. It's handled. These are giveaways. And I walked out of the fucking store with 3,000 and because the TV was 1,900.
Fucking great scam.
The Panasonic and the $200 and $50 more stand, which I still have.
You're not just a walk in and pay retail guy.
I don't believe in paying for things that are light enough to carry. You know what I mean?
I
Remember
know what
when
you
we
mean.
go sweatshirt?
It was one of the greatest times I ever had was going shopping with the sweatshirt.
He's not here no more with you?
No, it's 5-year anniversary. 5 years ago, I started
And he quit
this whole
then,
thing.
whatever?
And we haven't spoken in a while.
Don't even
Sad,
talk to
right?
him? Yeah, it is sad.
It is sad.
You guys were great together.
20-some odd years together. It's just you know how it is, Dice. Sometimes guys.
I go.
Divorces
I do that
happen.
with wives. You
could work together. Well,
You going with anybody right now?
Yeah. Go with a girl.
There you go.
For something serious?
A while. As serious as I am, I'm never getting married again. That's for shit sure. I remember when I was getting my divorce. That's when you were talking before, where somebody gets a call and you forget that you're Dice. Other people on the phone with you don't forget. So the phone rings. It's Dice. I'm like, yeah, what's up? And Dice just giving me all this advice. Don't let her take your shit. Don't fucking do this shit.
No, I would because you were really going through it.
Oh, was I going through it? You
I
gave me some
already
great advice.
was nearly at the end of my second marriage, so I had plenty of experience.
Yeah. Nothing could have set me up for the ass fucking I took on that divorce, though. Wow.
I go through it.
Yeah.
We all go through it.
Go through it. What are you going to do? Throw
just
yourself
go
off a
through
fucking
it. Who
building?
gives a shit?
You go through it, you deal, and you move on.
You still playing? You still gambling?
Oh my God! Yeah, I took a pretty bad hit over the 4th of July weekend at where the hell were we? Oh, we were in Atlantic City over there.
The Borgata.
Or something. I went to Borgata, yeah. And
Was it
Kenny was there for a little while. He was watching, and we were laughing.
Was it the loser's walk?
When I was there, I was the good luck charm.
Yeah, he was the good luck charm. I was
Okay,
doing okay.
so how okay?
Couldn't get any real traction, and those fucking dealers, they bring in, like you said, the Asianis.
No.
Gianni's?
I tell them, walk away.
You tell them to walk away?
Yeah, I said just walk the fuck away.
I like the old guy that's got stories about Vegas.
I don't want to hear anybody. I just want to win their money. That's it.
But when you
Care
just go,
less.
oh, Dita, break.
I don't care if they die on the last fucking hand, just as long as I walk away with a
You don't give a fuck, right?
I don't care about
See that fucking, how many more aces can that dealer deal themselves? How many more fucking aces when I'm showing a 20? Can they fucking deal themselves? Oh, I'm sorry,
angry.
blackjack. So sorry. Fuck
I
that.
always said you got to be willing to lose everything in front of you.
What it is. I am. I'm
Kenny,
ready, willing, and able.
Kenny saw me lose and win fortunes.
Yeah.
But there was one in particular that we call the loser's walk from where?
Caesar's back to Bally's like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he would feel worse than me. which is what was funny, but then goes, so we're taking the losers. What? I go, why are you saying that if you feel bad?
Yeah.
Why add to it?
Oh, Andrew.
Why add to it? It's 5 a.m. It's not like we're getting it back right now.
You were playing very well. You were doing it.
Yeah, you could have walked away.
You don't want to. That's the last thing you want to.
It's gone now,
hear.
Kenny. It's gone.
Yeah, let me go back and tell him I could have walked. Let me tell him to give me the money I had at a certain point where I should have walked away. See how that works out.
That's
shit.
Yeah, he went through a lot with me. Remember the day Happy got married? What we nearly won? Nearly.
It was so much money you didn't make the wedding.
No, it was millions. It was about $8 million on a slot machine.
Get out of here.
And the way it was coming in, you know how it comes in quick when you're going to win?
Yeah.
And it's Lions, and we were at the MGM. Yes. And I couldn't go. I had a huge fight with Max and Dylan's mom at that moment. So I didn't want to go to the wedding because I didn't want to bring anybody down. And so we played like $100 slot machines. And, you put 300 in, you pull, always play to max. And all of a sudden, 2 lions, third lion stays and then goes.
What?
And me and him looked at each other, and I was like, you know what? It was more than 8 million. It was in like the double digit. Yeah. And I looked at him and I go, you know what? I'm sort of happy that happened. Because that's too shocking and too much.
Too shocking.
No, at that moment.
Yeah.
It's like, picture you're this asshole. This fucking nobody fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Picture it.
And you pull the terrifical ball that they have for $3 billion. Your life's over. It doesn't get better.
It's just over.
You're going to be robbed. Everybody's going to take your fucking money. You're a guy that's used to being a normal person for 45 years of your life.
Yeah.
Now you just won $3 billion. It's not going to work out.
Now your whole life.
You don't have the
overnight.
mental capacity to.
You haven't been built up to that point.
No,
so
it's really for
like
real. It's like
I get you.
Any of us in show business, you start out making a little. All of a sudden, you're making 800 a week, and you go, holy, I can't believe I'm getting paid this. For
right?
comedy.
Yeah.
And then it's just $1 million a night. Well, I built up.
Yeah, if they just started you at $1 million.
I'll never forget talking to that little fucking meatball from Seinfeld.
Jason Alexander.
Yeah. I felt bad one night because what happened was he was at this sports agent's condo, and the guy would always invite me up when they play cards, and I didn't want to play cards, and there were these character actors there.
They're big card players, right? They go in the World Series of Poker all the time.
No, they just
I know
play at this
Jason's
guy's
a big card
apartment. And one of the guys was Richard Dreyfuss, who I drove crazy about. What about Bob? This fucking asshole of a human being.
Shit.
He could kiss my fucking balls the way he talked to me. Then I go, I don't know why you wouldn't do a sequel, And he goes, I don't want to talk about What About Bob. Why? I'll write it.
Oh, my God. He must have been so fucking annoyed.
He hated me. Anyway, the big deal up there was Meatball, who at one time tried to do a show and call himself Donnie Clay about this inspirational speaker that when I came on Stern Show one time when we made up, and I started telling him about this little fucking meatball, he better never run into me because he's going to have a fucking problem he can't fucking handle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to call? I worked my whole life to be Andrew Dice Clay and took all the shit. I don't think you're taking my name and be that kind of attitude.
Right.
And don't try to fucking look like me. You're something you eat with marinara sauce. You understand? So anyway, he's up at this card game, right? And these character actors, they're not like giant earners. You know what I mean? They get parts. Like if you saw them, you would know who they are from 100 movies.
By their face, right.
Okay. And I don't want to say their names, whatever. So anyway, You know, and Richard Dreyfuss is he refers to himself in the like third person. Oh, Dreyfuss is in. Dreyfuss is in.
Yeah.
And I want to say, shut the fuck up before I smack your fucking head in. Dreyfuss is in. You know. But anyway, all of a sudden, Jason goes, "Well, I make $1 million and I make $1 million an episode. You know, so I'm in." So I grab him by the neck, I lean in, and I go, "You ever make $1 million an hour?" I go, "'Cause that's what I do. I got to get out of here, guys," and I walk out. Fuck him. $1 million an episode, like that's so hard.
$1 million an hour.
Yeah.
We got Jay Mohr is on the phone.
Oh,
Jay.
good.
Yes.
Where is he?
Dreyfuss is in.
Dreyfuss is in.
What a fucking jerk off.
Right? He really, do you know him?
No, I never heard a good thing about him.
Yeah, he gets a lot of people
you
say
never
he's a
met
fucking
him.
piece of shit.
Oh, I was out in the bathroom.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh,
Jim
I
Norton.
just saw that movie you did with, it's from years ago, but with Al Pacino was playing. The one where he's...
Simone,
Did you love working with him?
yeah, he was great, man. We became friends. Like, our kids played together. Oh, here's a funny story real quick. I'm at his house. My 16-year-old was like 5, and he had 5-year-old twins with Beverly D'Angelo. So the kids are all playing together, and all of a sudden the house comes alive. Like there's assistants running. I walk fast walking, like running through the house. I'm like, there's a fire or something. I go, what's going on? They go, Al took the kids for ice cream. I go, what's the big deal? They go, Al's never driven before.
Oh, shit.
So he's like, all right, everybody get in the Range Rover. We're going to get some sherbet. Yeah. Who wants soft serve? My treat, little kids. Everybody in the car.
All right, now wait a minute. Now do Al Pacino from Donnie Brasco.
Does change.
It's a punch, not a pinch. It's a punch.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Stop riding the brake. You're making me fucking nauseous.
Wow.
He was so
That's
good.
really
man.
right
You know,
yeah, it's perfect.
Guys, you're the guy. You were the first guy to do Pacino on the Young Comedian special. Your Pacino was fucking amazing. Because you do Young Pacino. He sounds like Tyne Daly.
All right. You got guys on the cover out there wearing white shoes and black socks. I don't think so.
All right, go between that Pacino and the Donnie Brasco, like if they're talking to each other. Can you do? I try to do that shit sometimes.
All right. You broke my heart, old Al Pacino.
What do you want me to do? That's the way Dad wanted it.
That's not the way.
He kind of sounds like Fredo now.
That was great.
I like Fredo.
I like to do to like switch your brain to do it like a whole different way. What happened with his voice? Like, was that just
So
all the
weird,
yelling,
right?
probably all the
from
yelling.
alcohol or smoking? or...
Sense of a woman.
Jimmy, who?
Yeah,
Jimmy,
yeah, probably
hi,
smoking,
sweetie.
yelling. When he's in The Godfather, when Kay says, "Oh, there's a very scary man standing behind you, Michael," and his voice is like, "Yeah, he's a very scary man." It doesn't even sound like Pacino.
Do that part. Do that part.
I can't. It's hard, guys. It's like you said.
No,
it's switching my
from
entire
what
brain.
Anthony just did. Do that because.
Very scary man.
I can't. Honestly, I can't do it as good as Anthony.
okay.
Anthony did it
All right.
perfect.
Everyone's got their own Pacinos.
What?
Dice, you got to kiss our ass, Dice. You're the guy that's the best young Pacino alive, and you want us to tap dance. Dice is the fucking best at it.
I haven't done. I'm really enjoying yours today. I'm telling you.
Jay is one of the greatest impression, and he's a comic. It's not just like he does an impression act or anything. It's fucking hilarious, man.
Wait, I was just where am Eleanor? Where are we or was we?
What?
No, are we?
It's a real sentence.
No, where? No, was we?
where was we?
Where he was coming, like this week.
Oh no, we just saw he was at La Jolla in the Comedy Store.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Because I was saying how I never
Anthony,
do.
I'm coming east, Anthony. I'm gonna be at Levity Live in 2 weeks.
Oh my
I wanna come to
God!
the compound.
Wait, the
Gotta
West
come in.
Nyack one.
Huh?
West Nyack?
Nyack, yeah.
West Nyack.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah,
become
yeah,
one
yeah.
of my favorite places.
Yeah, Levity
they're
Live.
Good. Well,
Yeah, I
you
love it.
love it.
Oh, Jay, you
If
fucking
Dice loves it,
absolutely
then I
come on
love
in.
it. All right, and happy. What
And
is
you
this,
get
the
great
anniversary
chicks
now
there.
today?
You could blow plasma all over the room.
String cheese.
It's science.
It's like one of the few places I play where they actually put big fucking cow-titted chicks up front. Normally I get guys in the front that are shaking like fucking girls. Eleanore will tell you. Tell them what I got to deal with.
His fans, the guy fans, they sit up front, they shake, they perspire, they start to stink a little. They're like, it's Dice.
Girls.
Yeah, they start dry humping.
Because you're in front of them, they get like a girl
They get
because
so
it's like,
excited.
it's Dice. I remember him.
I
I remember when I was a kid and I was all gushy and gushy.
They have erections.
when I meet
It's frightening.
Yeah. Hey, Dice, how about when people say I watched you when I was a kid and they're the fucking same age as you are?
Yeah, those motherfuckers.
This is what makes him. I never even thought of that.
They're like, hey,
I'm gonna
man,
remember
you
that
meant a lot to me
now,
when I
like
was a
if somebody
kid.
says
You're
that.
fucking 55 when you were a kid. You're fucking
Yeah.
55 years old. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
Yeah, I remember my parents would drive and have you on the radio, and I would listen. It's like, you're fucking. You're in AARP.
Well, you got to
fucking
see how they
asshole.
talk. Those are the ones I can't take. I don't want to talk to them.
I don't want
Say, walk
Dice
away.
is front, when Dice
Do
is
yourself
front row,
a
when
favor.
Dice is front row, it's filled with guys. It looks like an ad for Models.
That's what. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But in Nyack, the horse tits are in front. Like I like big,
I think I
normal,
like cow
regular
tits better than
tits.
horse
You
tits.
It's a rousing.
know what I mean? Yeah, I want
Endorsement
to
for-
perform, not looking at
Of course.
guys like Norton in the front or you. I want to see
See those
fucking
things shaking
tits
when
and-
they're laughing.
and
Yeah.
dresses and see that tits jumping up and
Right.
down, just wanting to get smacked while you fucking bang them from behind and smash your balls into their ass crack. Oh, you got a great feeling cock holder between your legs. I think I like you a lot. And you smack our fucking tits and you blow your fucking paste all over our back. Good night, nerds. Lights out.
No argument, Dice.
That's romantic
Yeah.
to me.
That's
I
the
like
longest
that.
boxing. That's the longest boxing nickname ever.
Yeah. God damn
Why
it.
can't we see him?
He's on
So
a phone.
2 weeks, Jay.
Yeah, I'm
No,
in.
but I thought there's a
Let's
way.
see. I'm at Bridgeport, Connecticut this weekend.
Dress Factory.
Dress Factory.
Oh, right,
And
yeah.
then
That's what I
I'm at
mean. I
Liberty-
was just there the other day.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like
I'm
you.
following you around the country.
No, that's what I'm saying. A lot of the places I'm going, you were either just there or coming in right after me. That's what I meant.
That's probably why the audiences are so good, because Dice went in there and just fucking crushed it.
You know,
People don't
Bridge-
kill like you and
Bridgeport
me
was
kill,
good,
Dice.
but-
Guys go out there and they do pretty good, and they're happy with it. We're not in the pretty good business. We're in the fucking destruction business.
That's right. That's right. You know you're not happy unless you kill it up there.
Of
Definitely.
course.
You know.
You know. So, yeah, I'm at Bridgeport this weekend, and I'm at Liberty Live the weekend after that. So I'm going to stay in the city.
Oh, hell
and,
yeah.
I'll come by the compound and all that stuff. But
Absolutely.
Dice, as a scientific
Where's that?
man,
That's right here, the
as a
compound.
You go over there.
You're in it.
This is my.
Oh, boy.
This is it. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it's
my-
Hey
called.
Jay, if you're in town on a Wednesday, come on a Chip podcast. I'd love to have you on that on Wednesday night.
oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy, I've been listening to the Chip podcast, and you and Sam. I've been wearing out my faction talk radio button.
So that's
Everyone's
on talk
a
radio.
fucking fag except the guys on this channel. All right. You're listening to faction talk. That means you got a stiff cock and you're ready to go. Faction talk. Jason Ellis has done everything better than you, and he'll fucking beat your mother's tits in. Everybody on that channel I like.
We have to actually wrap up. I got to hit the
All right,
train.
yeah.
Take the second
Hey,
one.
Dice, respect to the
6:36.
king of, the real king of comedy. That's Dice, man. And respect to Jimmy. Respect to Anthony. I love you guys. And
Thank you,
Anthony,
Jay.
Happy
Good luck.
birthday, Bubby.
See you, Jay.
Thank you, my
care,
friend.
Jay.
I'll see you next week. Very cool.
See you, pal. He's an impression savant.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Colin
I
Quinn.
forgot that he does.
You ever hear him do
Colin
Colin?
Quinn's amazing.
My favorite
And
thing.
It's not just because he sounds like him. He says what Colin
He
would
becomes.
say.
He said he gets
Yeah.
smarter when he does
all the little
impression.
idiosyncracies and little gaps in what he's saying and
Yeah.
shit. He's fucking great.
He's great.
Jay Mohr, ladies and gentlemen.
That was good.
Dice, I gotta tell you, big surprise for me. You guys coming
I was
in.
happy I could be
This
here.
was
I'm telling you.
awesome, man. 5-year anniversary. Andrew Dice Clay.
He's your first guest, if you remember.
Yes, yeah, at my house. We were out by the
That's
pool.
how I knew about with the backyard, that you won the backyard.
Backyard was that was from the Borgata.
Yeah, and now
Backyard.
look what happened.
Might have had to give back the pool house. But that was a lot of fun. We sang karaoke. It was great.
Max was. That's right.
Yeah,
Max
yeah.
was
We
there.
all sang some karaoke.
That was a great studio too.
A lot of fun. Yeah. A little.
You ever do anything in there?
Yeah, I have all my parties down there. I sing karaoke.
Remember you had like the whole board, like they had.
Yeah. I had a little studio in there. Well, that's why we decided to come here. So I actually leave the house.
Why?
Because if you don't leave the house, you
leave
get a little weird. I don't either. I hate leaving the house.
Exactly.
But you get a little odd if you don't.
Yeah, I guess so.
You got to get out.
Get out. It's better to get out a little bit.
Yeah.
Some candy with Eleanore, shit like that. See society.
I'm not seeing him.
Jim Norton.
Woohoo!
I can't say what we're gonna eat, but you could come.
What time are you gonna eat? I have a spot.
No, like after here, like right.
Yeah.
Early enough.
All right.
Late enough.
Calm down.
Jimmy, anything you want to tell the fine people where you're going to be?
Columbus this weekend, and then Magoobies the weekend after.
You're gonna you ever do Magoobies?
Many times. I love it. Yeah.
So great.
Yeah, it's a great
I
game.
never did it in 40 years of comedy. I never.
So
If
great.
you want to do it, I'm sure you could do it.
No,
It's
we
a
did
fun
it.
game.
I
you
loved
did?
it.
Yeah, it's a great game.
I love that room.
It's a great game.
One of the best rooms.
Yeah.
Never been there.
Goes up like a little theater.
It's amazing.
Oh, does it? Yeah.
There's no bad seats in there. It's great.
Oh, wow.
You know,
Never been there.
of course they were happy to see me leave. I did great shows, and
course.
Eleanor was amazing. But for some reason, by the time I leave, they can't get me out of there quick enough. I don't even have a lot of demands. You know?
I couldn't imagine you do.
What's the meat? Why is there cheese in
All right, he's got to wrap up. Nobody wants to hear about the
It's a
meat
little
and
guy.
cheese.
And in this
Come on.
one,
Well, don't start,
big
Eleanor.
Promote your shows.
All right,
it's awesome.
so
Eleanor,
Thank you. Sorry.
thank you so
Promote,
much.
Eleanor.
Always Club Soda Kenny. Always a joy seeing you.
Anthony Mazel Tov on the 5 years.
Thank
Mazel
you,
Tov
my
on the
friend.
5 years.
Mazel Tov.
Oh, fuck.
And Dave, where will you be?
Weekend after Jim, I'll be at Columbus Funny Bone as well. And last week of the month, you can see me at Hilarities in Cleveland, Pickwick, and Frolic.
Wait a minute. I could. All right. So
I'll be at Edmonton Comic Strip Live headlining.
trying to think.
August 15th through the 19th. By the time he remembers, we'll get to it.
Tuesday and Wednesday this week.
West Nyack.
Nyack.
If one person can figure out where
Imperial-
one of these gigs are after all this, I'll be
wait a minute. What is it again?
Tomorrow and Wednesday, Levity Live.
All right,
Thank
then
you,
where,
Jim.
Eleanor?
That's what you got to remember.
North Carolina, Raleigh.
In
The Improv, Raleigh, North
Raleigh,
Good nights.
Good nights, you mean?
North
Oh,
Carolina.
the Improv.
Okay.
The Improvisation Comedy Club.
Right.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
This week.
Out there. You are.
And I got to
fucking
go
working.
home.
And you go home for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it fun to do the club sometimes? The
I
energy
love
of the club.
the
It's great.
I love the clubs.
In Vegas.
Awesome.
You know.
Vegas, August 30th, first.
Oh, yeah.
Tropicana. Thank you.
Tropic. Eleanor, I know what I'm saying.
Just say it and get
Labor
off.
Day weekend.
Oh.
Sorry.
Laugh Factory in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the Laugh Factory in the Tropicana Hotel and Casino.
Oh, boy.
Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day. And what? You
They'll be happy I said that.
Then you
'cause
go out to the pool, look at the chicks.
Ooh.
Right?
don't worry about what I do.
I'm not worried at all,
In the
Dice.
pool, I try out a new
I'll
cologne.
live vicariously through you, my friend.
Right? Oh.
Try out. He's
Awesome.
going to break in a
You
new
can.
cologne.
You ever sit near a pool and break in a new cologne? You know what I mean? The chicks walk by, oh, you smell good. Yeah, come over here. How you doing?
Breaking a new
Yeah,
fucking
I
Dice,
do it all the
man.
time.
And for you people watching, this, of course, was free. Tomorrow ain't going to be. So there you go. Sign up, 30% off on a subscription, a yearly subscription. Just use 5-year 30 for your 30% off. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. Until then, have yourselves a great little evening and arrivederci.
Goodbye.
Take care.